Sports. Rams basketball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Powered by the official voice of Rams Athletics, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Mount Vernon Rams basketball is also presented in part by Buffalo Wild Wings, Red Lake College, One Stop Flooring America in Mount Vernon, Legion's Bank, Joe's Pizza and Pasta, State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt, First Mid-Illinois Bank and Trust, Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon, Bird Watson Pharmacy and Medical Equipment of Mount Vernon, and also by Banterra Bank, banking with local style, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, All-State Insurance Agent Paul Shields, Ford Square and King City Chrysler, Landers Collision Centers of Mount Vernon and Salem, Schmidt Ford of Salem, and People's National Bank. We take you to the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth for the Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Mount Vernon Rams basketball starts now.
After a disappointing end to the Salem Invitational Tournament, the Mount Vernon Rams look for a South 7 Conference win against the Marion Wildcats. Good evening from Cuss Wilson Gymnasium. We're live from the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth on 94.1 FM, and video returns to WMIXsports.com tonight. This is your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. I'm Chris Hugo with Tom Portner alongside. The Rams have played Marion twice before. They lost by 2 in the Pyramid Plus tournament here in Marion. They lost by 1 at home in Shagnon 2.0. All of that is history, and we'll talk about it coming up. Landers Collision Centers, call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Tom, for these Rams, you have to have a short memory when it comes to the 2 games against the Marion Wildcats. Obviously, both ended in disappointment. Both were epic coaching battles between Doug Creel and Gus Gillespie, and we should expect nothing less here tonight.
Yeah, I think it'll be another closely contested basketball game, no doubt. They run a lot of zone stuff. They run a 3-quarter court, 1-2-2 zone, drop it back into a half-court zone. So we'll have to make some shots tonight. Look for Jackson Creel to get a little time tonight. I think O'Shea's out tonight with the flu. So we're going to have a couple guys that haven't played big minutes, but I think Jackson can step in there. Simon Wilson, maybe Pelton to help pick up the slack for losing out on O'Shea tonight.
Landers Collision Centers is celebrating 30 years in Mount Vernon and Salem. We'll tell you more, not only about Landers, we'll tell you more about this upcoming matchup between the Mount Vernon Rams and the Marion Wildcats. It's coming up in about 20 minutes here on WMIX FM, WMIXsports.com. Please stay with us. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
Mattered to us here at Community First Bank, and it's been our belief if we take care of the communities we serve, they will in turn take care of us. For 10 years, this philosophy hasn't failed us, so we plan to stick with it. That's why we're making 2018 the year of you. Celebrate how much local matters. We'll be spotlighting local businesses and customers to thank them for choosing us to be their community bank. There will be some fun events and giveaways along the way as well, so get ready for another exciting year. Community First Bank, because local matters. Member FDIC.
If you're not bundling your insurance with Allstate, you might have fear of missing out or FOMO.
You're too old to say FOMO.
But people who don't bundle their auto and home with Allstate...
No, FOMO's about fun stuff, not insurance.
But what if people use the money they save to pay for that fun stuff?
Okay, fine.
Get a bundled quote from your local Allstate agent, Paul Shields, in Mount Vernon. Call him at 241-0551.
Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
TMS Mobility of Mount Vernon is a medical equipment company that serves all of Southern Illinois with a focus on respiratory and mobility solutions. Hi, I'm pharmacist and owner, Eric Black. Our 2 respiratory therapists serve BiPAP, CPAP, and oxygen patients, while our 3 certified seating specialists provide power wheelchairs, scooters, as well as home and vehicle lifts. We are located at 24th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. Call our experienced professionals at TMS Mobility, 242-8776.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next round weather. Breezy and mild tonight. A couple of showers from late evening on, low about 44. Tomorrow it's a couple of morning showers, and then the clouds will break for some sun. Still mild with a high of 56. Tomorrow night clear, a little chillier, low 27. Now on Sunday, lots of sunshine and nice with a high temperature of 50. Monday, sunshine and colder, high 35. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Streaming worldwide at WMIXsports.com. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
94.1 FM and WMIXsports.com. Tonight for the Mount Vernon Rams and the Marion Wildcats. It's a privilege to be here with you from Cuss Wilson Gymnasium. Tom Portner alongside. Seth Gass is back at the Mount Vernon studio. Jeff Crow with us in the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth. I'm Chris Hugo with you tonight. Rams and Marion Wildcats. We talked about it a little bit a moment ago about the disappointment between these two teams, or at least I should say from the Rams' perspective. Two teams that have battled close, and the first one was here at the Pyramid Plus. The second one was in conference play. And you look at the South 7 Conference tonight, the title could be decided down the road in Carbondale with the 5-0 Orphans and the 5-1 Terriers. Rams sit in 5th of the 6 teams, but a win against Marion tonight could put them right back in the hunt for maybe 2nd or 3rd place as we go on down the line. The Rams and Comanches have both played less games than the rest of the conference due to that one not getting in when the snow came a couple of weeks ago, but for these two teams, obviously a layoff since midwinter play. Neither team has played since last Saturday. For the Rams, as we saw tonight, their JV had not played since the Althoff game on January 5th. They had a long layoff. Point of that being is JV set the tone with a buzzer beater win in overtime tonight. You hope maybe the varsity Rams can come out and do the same thing. Yeah, it'd be nice to get off to a good start here tonight. Last time the Rams had a little bit of a layoff, they came back and played against Teutopolis and played, I think, their best basketball game of the year. So hopefully that'll be the same type of tone we can set tonight here on the road. It's always difficult to win on the road in the South 7, especially here in Marion. And I tell you, it is loud in here, and they've got a much bigger crowd than what I'm used to seeing at their home games. So should be a really nice atmosphere. We need to get off to a good start and kind of take the crowd out of this. Great crowd on hand. I know they were doing something special with a chili benefit prior to the varsity game, and they have a photo booth set up for students to take photos, and it's really brought a nice atmosphere tonight. Ryan Godisky doing a great job as the athletic director and getting fan interest to come out. I think the way Gus Gillespie's team is playing, 14-6 overall, but 2-3 in the South 7, and again, it's a Marion team struggling inside the South 7 Conference, but finding ways to win outside it. Strength of schedule, maybe not. Went in and had a decent West Frankfort Midwinter Tournament, but this is a team that won the Carbondale Holiday Tournament since we last saw them. Then struggled coming out, had some guys ill with the flu, and now starting to find that rhythm as they go deeper into the season. Now we're over the midwinter hump. Yeah, they're a talented team. I mean, Jaden Lacey's one of the top point guards in the South 7. Jackson Connor is kind of an enigma to me. I think he should be a dominant player, and there's just something's missing there. He's athletically and physically gifted, but just doesn't seem to get the job done for whatever reason. Hopefully that'll be the case tonight. And Justin Sidoris is another good basketball player for him. He made the big basket against us late at our place to win that game. He's very good off the dribble. Not a great shooter, so you got to take away the drive from him, take away his right hand, make him make a perimeter shot, and you have to live with that and see how that works out. We will see how it works out. We owe you another break here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. We'll take a break, come back, talk about the Mount Vernon Rams and what they've done since the last time these two teams have met. We're live from Marion to the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
I'm here at Automarta Salem to help you get in to your next vehicle. Our lot is full of local trades that have been serviced by professional mechanics. If you have good credit, I can help. If you have bad credit, I can help you too. Just come see me, Sergeant C, Automarta Salem, located next to Schmidt Ford and across from Denny's. All credit apps are accepted, so come see me, Sergeant C. Call 618-548-8611. That's 618-548-8611.
The temperatures outside are down, but the CD rates are up at People's National Bank. They're offering 2 great winter CD specials, a 9-month CD at 1.07% APY and a 13-month CD at 1.43% APY. So find your stocking cap and gloves and stop by to open a 9-month CD at 1.07% APY or a 13-month CD at 1.43% APY today. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Annual percentage yield accurate as of January 16, 2018. $500 to open and obtain APY.
Hey, Mom and Dad, take the stress out of paying for college by getting your high school grad's higher education started with Wren Lake College. At just a fraction of the cost of a 4-year university, Wren Lake College can give your son or daughter a high-quality head start before transferring to a university without breaking the bank. Take the worry out of paying for college. Call 437-5321 or log on to rlc.edu. Wren Lake College, your journey starts here.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
94.1 FM or watch us live at WMIXsports.com. Tonight, video has returned here against Marion. The Mount Vernon Rams are 9-8 overall. They are just 1-3 in the South 7 Conference. Their lone win was a dominant performance over the Altop Crusaders. The Rams carried that into the Salem tournament, but 1 week ago tonight, they had a rough way to go against the Centralia Orphans. Were within 3 late, couldn't overcome Centralia's stifling defense, and then I think, Tom, disappointment against the Salem Wildcats on Saturday, a team that they had not lost to in quite some time, feels like the better part of a decade. Salem jumped up and got him, and now you have to shake that off and battle these Wildcats who have gotten you twice before.
Yeah, you got to move on. It was like I say, we talked about it a little bit at the end of the tournament last week. A little bit disappointing, but you got to give the opponent a little credit as well. Salem is a much better basketball team than they've been in the past, and I was kind of figuring out on the way down here, the two teams that they lost to, Centralia and Salem, were a combined 30 for 34 from the free throw line in the second half against Mount Vernon. So, you know, in close basketball games, you got to make free throws, and Salem and Centralia are both able to do that and will pull out victories. So, got to move on, got to come out here tonight ready to go against a very good Marion Wildcat team, and which it looks like is going to be a big night for them with the crowd, like you said, with Mr. Zadisky, or Goodisky, I should say, getting everything going here and getting a lot of people to come out. I haven't seen an atmosphere like this since I've been coming here to watch basketball.
I mean, we saw an epic regional, in fact, one that we were talking about.
Yeah.
A regional semifinal game where the Rams came back, I think, down 14 in the second half, forced overtime, down 5, come back and win. And we didn't even see that type of crowd here then.
Yeah.
And even in the Shane Hawkins years, did not see this type of crowd. But now Gus Gillespie has this team winning. Ryan Goodisky has butts in the seats, and this is going to make Cuss Wilson Gymnasium a tough place to play if they continue to replicate this fan base night after night.
Yeah, I don't think this was ever a place that we were really scared to come play at, to be honest with you, because here in Carbondale, we never played great in Carbondale, but it wasn't because of the crowd. They just never had a lot of people come out to see their games, so it wasn't as difficult going on the road as it was, say, to go into Centralia or Cahokia or even Altop for that matter. So definitely a different atmosphere here tonight than what I'm used to seeing. So hats off to the athletic director and coach. They've done a good job here getting people out here, and I think they got their program on the rise down here.
They certainly do. As we look around the rest of the South 7 Conference, give you a glimpse. We told you the standings a moment ago. Centralia is at Carbondale tonight, probably for the de facto conference championship. If I had to guess, Centralia would be undefeated with a win. They'd be tied with Carbondale with a loss. They would have split the two matchups. Cahokia and Altop, I believe, battling tonight. Forgive me, cannot remember the location. Cahokia is 2-2 in the conference. Altop is looking for their first win. And then you have Marion and Mount Vernon right here in Williamson County. A 2-3 Marion team in South 7 play, a 1-3 Ram team. There's really only 3 points separating these two teams between 2-0, 1-1, or 0-2. And really, for the Rams, just have to come out and play tonight. Obviously going to see a different look to this Rams starting lineup than what we saw the last 2 times out. Amir Span probably getting the start tonight. I know, as we said, O'Shea Harden is out tonight, probably tomorrow night. So this Ram team's got to find a way to find that rhythm with a new-look starting lineup tonight.
Yeah, you're going to have some guys that haven't been getting a lot of playing time be big contributors tonight coming off the bench. And like I said, Marion tries to play a lot of zones. They get out in a 1-2-2 three-quarter court, drop into a 1-2-2 half-court trap. So you need somebody to come off the bench who can knock some shots down. We won't have O'Shea driving to the rim and be able to create. Amir can do that. You got Weston who can play in the high post a little bit. Zach will need to make a few shots, along with Jackson and Simon Wilson coming off the bench. I think will be very key for Mount Vernon tonight. Should be key indeed. Bird Watson will sponsor our starting lineups. They're coming up in a little bit. They lengthen the clock on us after an overtime finish. Normally you get a short clock after an overtime finish, but the JV Rams a big win tonight, 61-60, I believe the final score. It was a buzzer beater 3 for the Rams to stay undefeated. I believe 6-0 now in JV play. Lance Bolt's team certainly has been rolling, and you have to give them a lot of credit, Tom. You know, as a JV coach, sometimes you may not know who is in your talent pool night in and night out. Amir Span called up full-time to the varsity. He did not play JV tonight. He did not dress JV. That's a big win for this Ram team without him. Yeah, I agree, and it really changes everything you do. I mean, you take away a guy that's your primary scorer and takes you off the dribble, and he was dominant in the JV games, and he's quite frankly pretty dominant in the varsity games. So that's a guy that you don't have playing JV now. You have to kind of change up what you do, and I thought Jackson Creel had a nice game, and Blake making the big shot at the end. They celebrated quite a bit at the other end. It was kind of fun to watch. So good win for the Rams JV. Let's go over to the varsity game tonight.
Absolutely could use a big varsity win. Again, coming off a loss in the Salem tournament to the host Wildcats in that third-place game. Obviously, the third-place game could be one of the toughest to play. Salem showed up on their home court. It was one of the first times they had been in the championship. Well, I should say that they've been in the third-place game in the last 10 years, but it had been a while. They saw a chance for success. They bid on it, and now for the Rams again, just trying to rebound. It's an extended Landers Collision Centers pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-Landers. That is 1-888-Landers. We'll have the national anthem coming up in a couple of minutes here. We'll get you underway. We'll also get to our Bird Watson Home Medical starting lineups. That'll be coming up shortly. Don't forget the selection of power lift chairs at Bird Watson of Mount Vernon. 12th and Main, 1200 in Mount Vernon, as we will have those starting lineups coming up after the national anthem, which is still to come in about a minute here. Both teams are warming up as you look at your screen on WMIXsports.com. The Mount Vernon Rams about to leave the floor, as are the Marion Wildcats. The initial buzzer has sounded. And believe it or not, we'll have high school basketball coming your way again here on 94.1 FM and WMIXsports.com. It'll be our second of two in Williamson County. We're back here tomorrow night as the Rams try to get win number 2 this year against the Heron Tigers. That'll be at Memorial Gym in Heron tomorrow night. You can expect us on the air, we hope, at about 7:30 tomorrow. Hopefully no JV overtime, if you will, as both teams are lining up on the left side of the floor. From our perspective, the cheerleaders and student sections surround the floor. I'm assuming that is something they do for the national anthem. That is forthcoming tonight. Landers Collision Centers, 1-888-Landers. That's 1-888-Landers. Landers Collision Centers is in Mount Vernon and Salem, or you can find them worldwide at landersauto.com. They are celebrating 30 years in business. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. WMIX, WMIXsports.com. They have 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. We will pause to honor America from Cuss Wilson Gymnasium. We will return to your Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth with the starting lineups. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Wouldn't choose a doctor who's never been to medical school. So when your car needs major repairs after a collision, why would you take it to a body shop that's never been trained? Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers. I am proud to announce that we have once again raised the bar on quality collision repair. Within the past year, our team has went through extensive training programs that have resulted in what is considered a significant achievement in the collision repair industry. Landers Towing and Collision in Salem and Mount Vernon is among only 10% of collision repair businesses to meet the industry's highest training standards as an ICAR Gold Class shop. We know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. With the safety of your vehicle and your family at stake, choose trained repair professionals. Choose Landers Towing and Collision Centers. As an ICAR Gold Class repair facility, we hope to not only return your vehicle back to its original condition, but to exceed every concern or expectation you may have towards collision repair. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Give us a call at 1-888-Landers. That's 1-888-Landers.
We've reached it. Point where the only way to make Tuesdays any better is by having more boneless wings. That's why here at Buffalo Wild Wings, we've invented Boneless Tuesdays. It's a celebration where if you order boneless wings at full price, you'll get another of the same size for free. This works for dine-in or take-in. Every little bit counts. And on Tuesdays, every boneless wing counts as 2. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Prices and participation vary. Valid only on Tuesdays while supplies last. Tax or gratuity extra. Additional restrictions apply. See participating location for details.
Need a bank that is available when you are? At Banterra, we offer digital banking options that allow you to do banking 24/7. Download our app on your mobile device for a mobile check deposit, bill pay, and more. Apply for a mortgage, make easy and secure online loan payments, or shop securely using digital wallet products and Visa checkout. Own a business? We offer a wide range of digital business products as well. Enjoy convenient banking with Banterra. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether you sit or stand or something in between, chances are your legs aren't getting the circulation they need. But never fear, Sigvaris is here. Sigvaris compression stockings are simple socks that help increase blood flow in the legs. This footwear is recommended by doctors for athletes, diabetics, standers, sitters, and anyone with foot or leg ailments. Sigvaris compression products are available at Bird Watson Medical Equipment, 1200 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Stop in this month and mention this ad for $5 off any Sigvaris at Bird Watson.
Follow us on social media at WMIX Sports. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball.
Grab up the anthem from Marion, but everybody remains standing, of course, until the flag leaves the floor. Glad to have you back with us on 94.1 FM and WMIXsports.com. We do offer our apologies to the color guards. For those of you who can still see them on the floor on WMIXsports.com. Wrap up this Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. We will have your starting lineups coming up in just a moment. There could be a moment of silence forthcoming for all of those affected by the shooting in Marshall County, Kentucky. We will explain more on that in just a moment. Of course, a moment of silence taken for the shooting on Tuesday at Marshall County High School in Benton, Kentucky. Former coaching staff of head coach Gus Gillespie, of course, his wife still teaches there, his daughter still goes there, very much impacted by Tuesday's events. This is done out of respect, but something that knowing Ryan Gadisky, knowing Doug Creel, probably would have been done regardless due to how these things are impacting all of us nationwide. Chris Hugo, Tom Portner alongside. Seth Gass is back to the Mount Vernon Spiel. We're live on WMIX FM, WMIXsports.com. Starting lineups are sponsored by Bird Watson Home Medical on 12th and Main, Mount Vernon. Tom has the starting lineups.
First for the visiting Mount Vernon Rams, a 5'8 senior guard, number 3, Zach Williams. A 6'2 sophomore forward, number 4, Amir Span. A 6'2 junior forward, number 21, Jake Martin. A 6-foot junior guard, number 22, Lucas Cooper. And a 6'6 junior forward, number 25, Weston Brockhouse. For the home team, the Marion Wildcats, starting at guard, number 3, a 6'1", he's not 6'1", but I'll say it, 6'1 senior guard, Jaden Lacey. A 6'6 sophomore forward, number 5, Jackson Connor. A 6'2 senior guard, number 10, David Fletcher. 6'2 senior guard, number 13, Justin Sidoris. And a 6'5 senior center, number 43, Terrell Henderson.
Starting lineup sponsored by Bird Watson Home Medical Equipment on 12th and Main in Mount Vernon. How about those power lift chairs? They have a great assortment at Bird Watson Home Medical, 1200 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Bad time for my iPad screen to lock. How about provide your loved one with a gift of comfort and mobility with all the latest styles, colors, and features. Only offered in power lift chairs from Bird Watson. The Daydreamer with power pillows, space-saver chairs, and options that add total comfort to enhance and customize any chair. See the full line at Bird Watson Home Medical, 1200 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Well, for the Rams, I think we talked about it. We talked about a lot of things in our pregame show, but I think you have to get off to a good start tonight. That's the key.
Yeah, definitely on the road, especially with an atmosphere like tonight. If this crowd gets going and gets behind their home team, it could be an avalanche that's hard to stop. So we need to get off to a good start tonight, especially with O'Shea not being in there. Give our team a little confidence, knowing that they can do this without their senior leader at guard. And it's like I say, get off to a good start tonight, take their initial hit. You know they're going to come out with a lot of energy, see if we can't sustain it. It's going to be a while till we start this. Now they're cutting the lights. I think we're in Bowles Stadium here with the spotlight.
And
wow.
You love all of it until you've had a JV game that goes to overtime. It does add to the atmosphere. We will give them that. Obviously something we forgot about, and I should have planned for accordingly. But obviously it adds to the atmosphere, and they do a lot with video now on their video boards, and should help make for a fun time tonight, at least for these student athletes.
It doesn't match up with our drum line, though, so I'm going to tell you that. The problem with our drum line, to be honest with you, when we were coaching, is it got the other team jacked up and got them ready to play. we'd look over at the other team and they'd be jumping around, getting all excited with our drum line, and who wouldn't? But this is a good atmosphere tonight. The students over there kind of with their cell phones flashing the lights, and we're still not getting into the starting lineups here. I think they're going to go into another song. But eventually, Marion's going to be introduced here, and we're going to get this game going. I'm not sure if they know what they're doing right now, to be totally honest.
Now, it usually helps that if you don't have everything set with the sound system, to maybe leave the lights on until you get that set, and then when you're ready to go.
Yeah, that would always help, because there's
Kill the lights.
probably over there scrambling right now, can't see what they're doing. But I've not seen them go into 2 songs before in a starting lineup, but they are tonight, so here we go. All
right, we're finally getting it over the PA here at Marion. We've already given them to you over the radio here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Tom Portner alongside. As we continue to get to know these Bird Watson starting lineups again over the PA, we promise you that we will have high school basketball at some point here tonight. It just doesn't feel like it's going to be anytime soon.
A good way of putting it. It is loud here. I don't know if we must be at a level where we're right in line with the speakers, and now that I look up, the PA guy is extremely loud, along with they have an actual band over there with electric guitar and bass and drums, and quite a setup we got going on here.
For those of you wondering on WMIXsports.com, we do apologize. A quality signal right now is tough to come by with cellular data, obviously with so many people in the gymnasium at the moment. So the video is somewhat stagnant at WMIXsports.com right now. We do apologize for that. But for those of you on your radio, the Rams will be in their away black with orange and white trim, orange numerics trimmed in white. The Marion Wildcats, their home whites, navy trim, navy numerics and lettering trimmed in gold. For right to left for the Wildcats, left to right for the Rams, as we're about to get underway here finally on your Friday night. Well past the top of the 8 o'clock hour as Randy Hart will tip the basketball here from Williamson County. Mount Vernon and Marion, it's live right now. The tip will be controlled in the backcourt. David Fletcher will come away with it deep in the backcourt for the Wildcats as we finally get things underway. 8 seconds in, Marion with the basketball. Sidoris to the right wing, throws into the corner for Lacey. Back around to the top. Good find, Jackson Connor, the super sophomore, to the top for Lacey. Back to the right wing. Finds Sidoris, the Ram killer, probably why he got the start tonight. Inside the arc, jumper on the way is good from Jaden Lacey. Traditionally a Ram killer on the football field, can be on the basketball floor, puts Marion up 2-zip.
They're more in a full court now, 1-2-1-1, not 3/4 court. Now they'll drop back into a 1-2-2 zone. Almost like a 1-3-1 look, but it is a 1-2-2.
7:17 to go in the first. Rams to the basketball, trailing 2-zip. Right corner, coming around is Brockhouse, looking inside for Amir Span. He's put in quality minutes of late, and he gets the first Ram points of the night to tie this one at 2.
Nice set. Amir coming off the screen, flash to the post, got the pass down there. That's what's open to get this 1-2-2, and got a layup out of it.
And now Sidoris with it out of the right corner to the top. Jackson Connor with the basketball. He'll launch a 3. It's no good off the side. Rebound to be controlled by Zach Williams. He made the all-turning team at Salem along with Amir Span. And now, look at control here. Tied at 2 early in this one. Chris Hugo, Tom Portner alongside. All the action is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland and Mount Vernon Dix Whip on the 9. Proud to be connected to the communities they serve. With the basketball now is Williams. Deep left wing 3 on the way for the lead. It's good. It's a Medicine Shop 3-pointer. Another $5 back to Ram Athletics.
That's what you got to do against the zone. Knock down some wing 3s, and they went back to a 2-3 zone there. Kind of packed it in, gave us the 3, and Zach knocked it down.
Knocked it down, and now 6 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The lead for the Rams is 5-2. Sidoris throwing over to the right side. Right of the arc now for Henderson. Back left arc. Lacey gets it back from Fletcher. Step back 3 for Jaden Lacey. The answer not there, and the rebound will go to Amir Span. Rams up 3, 5-2. First quarter, 5:52 left. They turn it over at the elbow. The other way, Lacey, one-on-one. Goes right, layup good.
Yeah, that's where he's good in the open floor. Amir kind of over-penetrated there, got it stripped, and Lacey took it coast to coast.
Now inside, it's Brockhouse looking to the outside. Not much available there. This 5-4 contest, the Rams are hanging on. to a 1-point lead. Buffalo Wild Wings, the place to be on the day of the big game. You can get 20 boneless and a domestic pitcher for $20. Don't forget about their party orders, their party lineup here, big game day party, Sunday, February 4th. 5:35 left to go here in the first quarter. Rams make the first free throw.
Missed it, in and out.
Okay.
0 for 2, unfortunately.
So now, a rare 0-2 start from the line for Weston Brockhouse and the Rams. 5:29 to go here in the first quarter. 5-4, Mount Vernon on top. And now, right wing, it's Sidoris looking off the left arc. Cross-court pass to Fletcher. Thought about the three, pulled it back, gives to Lacey on the right wing. The feed inside, off the glass for Henderson, no good. Another Wildcat miss. Rams get the defensive board. Amir Span to the front court. Cross from dribble, takes it himself. Blocked, but they'll call the foul.
Yeah, he got hammered by Lacey there. Good job by Amir getting to the rim. Marion ran a little bit of a flex offense that time. Got Henderson the ball around the rim. Wasn't able to finish. Amir took it the other way, got the foul. Need to make some free throws here. 0 for 2 here in the early going.
5:07 left to go in the first. 5-4 Rams make it 6-4 as Amir Span knocks down his first free throw. One of our Rams of the week. That's right, the three who made the alternating team for the Lady Rams and Rams are Beers Rams of the week this week, sponsored by Allstate agent Paul Shields. Pardon me, Rams make both. It's 7-4 Mount Vernon. Up 3 here in the first quarter. 5 minutes left to play. Wide open is Fletcher out of the right corner to the right wing, Sidoris. They swing to the top. Here's Connor. Dribble drive left. Throws back to the outside for Sidoris. Now Connor, 3 is short. Rebound chased down by Fletcher.
We'll give him that 3 all night long. This is where he's tough in the post.
Throws it off the chest to Henderson. Turnover. That's out of bounds off Marion. They didn't see it.
No, it was out of bounds, but Marion maintains possession.
Connor on the lob to Henderson. Outside the short corner. Now to the top for Connor. The tall sophomore gives it back. Stolen away by Span. One-on-one Fletcher. Pushed off by the Ram. Left-hand layup by Amir, and he has 6 on the night.
Good job by Amir using his body to create a little space there and got the left hand up. A little chippy here early.
It very much is. Streaming presented by Red Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. See how you can save thousands on that collegiate education. Red Lake College, your journey starts here. 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 9-4 Rams. A 5-point lead. Good cut to the basket. Fletcher kicks it out. Now a 3, Connor short. Rebound to Amir Span.
Just keep letting him shoot threes. I really don't understand why he hangs out there 6'5", athletic, but he does. They're in a 1-2-2 now, almost like a 1-3-1 look. Mount Vernon into a box set.
3:45 left to go in the first. Scoreboard updates tonight presented by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent in Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com or see how you can get to a better state with the white State Farm Jeep somewhere around town. Surely you can find it. As the Rams find themselves at the free throw line, another foul on the Wildcats will send Amir Span to the stripe where he is 2 of 2, looking to extend this Ram lead and makes the first.
Yeah, good job by Mount Vernon. This will be their 6th free throw of the game here in the early going. Marion has 3 team fouls. Mount Vernon yet to get a team foul, so Mount Vernon attacking the rim and getting to the free throw line.
3:41 to go in the first as Amir makes both free throws, and we'll have a Gus Gillespie timeout sponsored by First Mid-Illinois Bank and Trust. See Dwayne Gully for all of your home loan needs in Mount Vernon, the corner of South 34th and Broadway. First Mid-Illinois Bank and Trust is an equal housing lender. 11-4. Rams lead here in the first quarter, force Marion into the timeout, and we talked about a hot start for Mount Vernon. Looks like we have it.
Yeah, great start. Got 6 free throws already in the books. We need a 3 from Zach Williams. We're attacking the rim. When you beat their pressure, the key is not to just pull it back out. If you have the advantage, go ahead and attack it. Mount Vernon's done a pretty good job of that. Weston did it earlier, got fouled, didn't make the free throws, but I like seeing Mount Vernon be aggressive against their full court trap.
3:38 left to go here in the first quarter. 11-4 ball game. Rams by 7. And now short corner pass. This will be Cole Schaefer on the baseline where he's dangerous. No good. Tipped out of bounds by Marion on the rebound. It'll be Ram basketball.
We got a little lucky there. Cole had a wide open look, didn't make it. He's a pretty good basketball player, long and athletic. Not sure why he didn't start. He normally is in the starting lineup, but he is in there now, and they're still in that 1-2-2 zone with Schaefer at the top, a lot of length.
3:20 left to go in the first quarter. 11-4, Rams by 7, 3-possession lead here for Mount Vernon very early. Left wing, it's Williams. He has a 3 tonight. Now to the top, Coop. Williams on the left. Span, wide open left corner. They go to the right for Brockhouse. Weston with the left-hand dribble near the timeline. Gives right in the circle for Cooper. 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Chris Hugo, Tom Portner alongside. Jeff Crow with us in the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth. Seth Gass is back at the Mount Vernon studio taking care of things for Community First Bank of the Heartland and the rest of our great sponsors. Inside, this will be Span. A fine. Missed it back door. Martin puts it up, no good. Tip back out to Jake. Hill outlet. Nice kick. To the top, it'll be Cooper. Free throw line off dribble. Shot on the fade, no good. Rebound out of reach, it'll go to the Wildcats and Henderson.
3 shots at it there. Didn't get him in, though. Good job by Mount Vernon crashing the boards. Jake Martin getting the 3rd opportunity. Just weren't able to knock it down.
Zadorus now kicks to Schaefer. Off the left arc. 2:20 left to go in the first quarter. Lob play down low. Henderson tipped away by Jake. Recovered by Terrell. Throw it away. Cooper will be tripped in the front court by, I believe, Zadorus.
Yep, I think that'll be his first, team's 4th already. 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Mount Vernon just has a couple more fouls, and they'll be on the free throw line. That's good news, especially when you got a 7-point lead here in the early going.
2:14 left to go in the first. 11-4 score. 7-point lead for the Rams. They have it off of the inbound. Up top, it's Zach. Looking to the right corner. 3 on the way. Brockhouse. Yes, sir. TMS Mobility and Rehab 3-pointer. Another $5 back to Ram Athletics. The lead is 10.
Yeah, Weston needed that. Get off the snide a little bit. They went to a flat 3-2 that time. Weston got an open look on the wing. Knocked it down.
That's Zadorus to the free throw line on the feed. Schaefer back to Zadorus. Dribbles into an 18-footer from up top. It's good. Knocks it down. Cuts it to 8. Big points there finally for the Wildcats. They've been quiet.
Yeah, we'll live at that. Zadorus is better going to the rim. Back down that 15-footer, though. That looked pretty good. We'll live with him taking those perimeter jump shots.
Ram fans, you're in good hands with Mount Vernon Allstate agent Paul Shields. For a free insurance review, stop by or give him a call today. Minute 22 to go in the first. Ram lead 8, 14-6 over Marion here on the road. Right wing in the front court, Cooper gives off to Brockhouse. Left-hand dribble off a double team to the top for Williams. Ball fake, Zach, dribble drive, runner no good. Rebound taken by Fletcher, fell on his bum, saved it to Henderson.
Zach got just a little deep there, tried to float her, came up short. Marion going the other direction.
58 seconds left to go in the first. 8-point game, Rams on top. It's Zadorus, back to the top, Schaefer. Now left arc, Fletcher. They'll throw to the right for Lacey. Lacey had the first 4 Marion points, hasn't been heard from since. Now as Zadorus, 3 would be big, it's good.
Yeah, supposed to switch that. Amir got caught not switching that screen, gave him an open look, tried to recover, was too late. Zadorus knocked down the 3.
For a guy that I've always felt like is a Ram killer, he has 5 of the last points. 5-0 run by Zadorus. Marion cuts it to 5, 14-9. 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. All of the action tonight, every night, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Mount Vernon Dix, Woodlawn and Ina, again, very proud to be connected to the communities they serve. Local matters that come first. 14-9, that's the Ram advantage. 12 seconds left to go, probably holding for the final shot of this first quarter if one had to guess.
Look for a seal and a skip. There it is to Zach. That's not a block. That's a bad call. He tried to get over that seal. That's a play we like to run where you throw it to the elbow and skip it over the seal. Henderson tried to go through Jake Martin. They called the moving screen on Jake. I don't agree with that at all. Little ball pressure here, make him take a tough shot.
Almost made it from the volleyball line in the front court. We've reached the end of the first quarter. Marion ends it on a 5-0 run. They cut it to 5. It's 14-9 Rams. This is Mount Vernon basketball powered by Community First Bank.
First Bank. Last year you helped us celebrate 10 awesome years of Community First Bank with our Love campaign. This year we'd like to celebrate who made our first 10 years possible, you. We're excited to launch Local Matters, our way of spotlighting, thanking, and celebrating our friends and customers in the community who've made us the #1 community bank in town. Remember to follow us on Facebook to keep up with all the exciting things we've got planned. Community First Bank, member FDIC.
We've reached it. The point where the only way to make Tuesdays any better is by having more boneless wings. That's why here at Buffalo Wild Wings, we've invented Boneless Tuesdays. It's a celebration where if you order boneless wings at full price, you'll get another of the same size for free. This works for dine-in or takeout. Every little bit counts. And on Tuesdays, every boneless wing counts as 2. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Prices and participation vary. Valid only on Tuesdays while supplies last. Tax and gratuity extra. Additional restrictions apply. See participating location for details.
Watch the Rams online at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Red Lake College.
94.1 FM, WMIX Sports.com. Started the second quarter. Rams with the basketball. Cooper with it up top after a Brockhouse feed. 13 seconds in, it's 14-9. Rams by 5. Looking to get something going here. Hot start in the first, cooled off late. Cooper tries to save on a pass that ends up out of bounds.
Marion's kind of switching things up a little bit defensively. That time they went to a 1-2-2 point drop zone where Jackson Connor is on the top. And he drops to the post when the ball goes wing. Pretty effective when you got a guy 6'5" that covers the ground.
Quick play here in the front court. 7:30 left to go. Out of my viewpoint.
Off of Mount Vernon there. They tried to throw a post pass to Jackson Connor. They got lucky that Mount Vernon deflected it because he wasn't there. That was going to go out of bounds in Mount Vernon's direction, but Centralia ball under the goal.
Zadorus will inbound, and now looking in right at the circle, finds Jaden Lacey. Right hand dribble up the right side, off his foot, out of bounds. It'll be Mount Vernon basketball. At least it should. They missed that. It'll be Marion basketball.
Good job. They cleared the side out for Lacey there, tried to get him to attack off the dribble, and Zach squared him up, almost caused the turnover.
It's a game of runs when these two get together. No different this third time. And now you hope it's the final time, but they'll throw it over to Jaden Lacey on the left wing. Rams will host a regional. Question will be who they have in it alongside. Henderson off a feed underneath. Cooper gets in the way, and that'll be 2 shots.
Not bad by Coop coming from the weak side there. When they got the ball to Henderson, we were fronting it. He got the pass. Coop came in and dug in. Just a sliver late. Got the foul. Don't think Henderson's a top-notch free throw shooter here, so maybe a good foul took away the layup.
Henderson misses the first. He'll have another. It's stuck. 14-9. Mount Vernon with 7:13 left to go in the first half. Save thousands on your college education at Ridley College when compared to a 4-year university. And the best part is you stay right here in your own backyard. Ridley College, RLC.edu. They power our streaming. 7:10 to go here in the first half. It's 14-10. Rams are down 4. Up 4, pardon me. It's been one of those weeks. At the circle, Amir Span to slow things down. With it up top, Amir. Back to the right wing for Cooper. Marion in the midst of a 6-0 run. Now low post. Kick out from Martin to Coop. He'll try the 3. Yes! Medicine shot three-pointer by Lucas Cooper. That's another $5 back to Ram Athletics.
Yeah, good kick back from Jake there. Mount Vernon 3 for 3 from 3 to start this game. That's what you got to do against this zone. Make some perimeter shots. Marion got to get him out of that. Wow, Sidoris has made 2 threes, and I honestly don't mind him taking those, but maybe I'm wrong. And he's 2 for 2 from 3-point range.
Ram killer. Mr. Sidoris is now off the right side. Cooper, a soft touch is no good. Marion was in 4. They almost had the rebound, but they tip it out. 6:14 left to go in the first half. Scoreboard updates are sponsored by Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com. See how you can get to better state with State Farm. The inbound is tipped out. We can tell you most people are at the half starting the third quarter. Carbondale leads Centralia 30-19. So Centralia losing it now. One coming off a win against Edwardsville in the championship of the Salem tournament. And now we'll have a foul up the right side as Jaden Lacey thought he had a steal on Zach Williams. Just 6:10 to go in the first half.
Yeah, their 15th foul here already, so a couple more and we'll be shooting. Mount Vernon ball on the side. They're still in this 1-2-2 point drop zone defense with Jackson Connor on the top.
6:06 left to go in the first half. Amir Span off of the inbound to the right wing now. Cooper lob to the back door for Amir, partially blocked.
Fouled.
It's out of bounds, no call. Rams do get to keep the basketball. 5:59 mark of the second quarter.
Wow, good set play there. A little back screen for a lob for Amir. He got fouled. No call. Mount Vernon ball under the goal. They're still in a zone on the out of bounds under the goal. Nice inbounds there to Jake Martin. Kind of slipped the screen, got the layup, got fouled. Missed it, but has 2 free throws.
For the big game on February 4th, order from the B-Dubs party menu and receive a free Buffalo Wild Wings gift card. Whether you spend $50 when you get a $10 gift card, all the way up to $150 where you get a $30 gift card. Any amount in between. Check them out at Buffalo Wild Wings. First free throw by Jake is good. It's now an 18-13 game, trying to stretch it to 6 and does just that as Jake makes them both.
8 free throws here in the early going from Mount Vernon. Made 6 of them. That's the difference in the game. 19-13 right now.
6-point lead for the Rams, trying to hang on to it here. Boston Ziegler's into the game, and now off the right wing, Sidoris back to Ziegler up top. Left side on a cut, Fletcher tries the three, nope, backdoor. Rebound will go to Lucas Cooper. 5:36 to go in the first half. Chris Hugo, Tom Portner alongside. Thanks to Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Don't forget about all of their ag lending products, fixed rate financing, and more. I'll tell you more about that in a moment. Cooper three on the way. It's good. Another TMS Mobility and Rehab three-pointer. Another $5 back to Ram Sports.
Nice kick by Amir back to the elbow. Three for Coop. And Mount Vernon 4 for 4 from three here in the early going. 9-point advantage.
5:10 to go here in the second. 22-13 score. Rams up 9. Sidoris on the right wing. Looks around for Ziegler. Now back to Fletcher. Looking left side. Connor wants a three. This time it's good.
He's bound to make one. That's his 5th three-pointer here in the early going. Made that one. Mount Vernon, I'm sorry, Marion calls a timeout here. It looks like a 30-second timeout.
At First Mid-Illinois Bank and Trust, they are putting you first. You can count on familiar faces providing friendly banking service. Stop by First Mid at the corner of South 34th and Broadway. Talk to Michelle, Shelley, and the entire First Mid team today. 22-16 score, 17 seconds left in this timeout. So about halfway through the timeout huddle, both of these two coaches trying to get something in here as we're about midway through this second quarter. 22-16 score. And really, for the Rams, they did get that hot start, but like in the past two games, they cooled off late in the quarter, and Marion was able to get back in with a run of their own.
Yeah, they're hanging in there. That was a big three for Connor to make there to bring them back to the 6-point game. Mount Vernon had the 9-point advantage. Marion now is going into full court. They're going into man-to-man for the first time today. A little bit of three-quarter court token pressure, but they are in man. First time they haven't been zone. I think Mount Vernon finally shot them out of that zone, going 4 for 4 from three here in the early going.
22-16 game right now for the Rams. They're up 6 with 4:50 left to go here in the first half. Amir Spann to the front court to the right corner for Zach Williams. Off of the arc, now back to the right wing for Amir. Amir throws to the left side for Cooper. Coop into the corner. Zach will come out, back to Coop. Thought about the three, now throws up right wing. Back to Coop from Spann. Right hand dribble for Lucas. 4:30 mark of the first half. Chris Hugo, Tom Portner alongside. 94.1 FM, WMIXsports.com. Amir had to get rid of it. He went up, didn't know what to do. It'll be tipped away by the Wildcats off of Brockhouse. It'll be Marion basketball.
Yeah, he left his feet there, nowhere to go. Got to go in with the intent to score. Then you look to pass if nothing else comes up with the shot. So Amir got off his feet, nowhere to go. Turnover for Mount Vernon.
4:13 left in this first half, 22-16. Right now off of the arc. Here comes Connor. Foot off of the foot, I should say, of the defender. Gets it right back. Out of the short corner, baseline J is not there. Rebound will go to Zach Williams and the Rams. Congratulations to our most recent Good Hands Rams of the week. Your all-tourney performance from a week ago. Zach Williams, Amir Spann, and Savannah Childers. Sponsored by All-State agent Paul Shields. More on him. Let's see what develops here. Brockhouse with it up top. Right-hand dribble. 3:46 left in the half to Cooper right corner. He'll dribble drive. Mid-post. Cleared the defender. Shots up and good.
Nice job by Coop. Came to a good jump stop there. The defender had the momentum going the other way. Kept going. Coop knocked down the 6-footer there. Good start for him here in the early going.
Coop and the Rams give it their all, and so does Mount Vernon and All-State agent Paul Shields. As this three is no good out of the left corner. To get the protection you need for you and your family, give him a call today. The three by Ziegler was no good. And now 3:18 left to go. A three on the way. Cooper is good. A Medicine Shop three-pointer. Another $5 back to Rams Athletics from the Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon. That's now the largest lead of the day for the Mount Vernon Rams. 27-16 with 3:11 left to go. Here in the first half, we'll have another Marion timeout.
Coop off to a great start here. He just needs a little confidence. Kid can make shots. If he makes them early, he tends to keep flowing off that and make them on as the game goes on. Mount Vernon is flat out sizzling from three-point range, 5 for 5 from three. Marion has taken 10 three-pointers and made 3 of them. So difference in the game, both at the free throw line and at the three-point line. Mount Vernon by 9.
So it's a full timeout, about 30 seconds left to go in that. About 3:11, I think, left to go here in the second quarter. And we talked about the streaks. It's a streaky game anytime these two get together, and we're seeing another one here.
Yeah, now it's a key for Mount Vernon to get it done on the defensive end, turn them over a couple times, come out empty on a few possessions, see if we can't get this lead up into 12, 13, 14-point range. Got an 11-point lead now. Marion basketball bringing it down. Coach has already used 3 timeouts for Marion. They just have 2 left.
3:05 to go here in this second quarter. 11-point lead for the Rams. Jump shot coming from the elbow is no good by Jaden Lacey. We'll have a foul on the rebound. It'll go the other way for the Rams.
Yeah, they call the push-off on Sidoris. Good defense on Lacey, making him take the 15-footer, went in and out. Mount Vernon boxed out. Sidoris got the foul on the push. Marion's going into a 1-2-1-1, I'm sorry, full court trap. Actually, that doesn't matter. It's a bonus here. I believe Lucas Cooper was the one that was fouled. He'll shoot 1-and-1 going the other way.
Community First Bank with 5 convenient locations and hundreds of products to serve all of your banking needs. Community First Bank, welcome back to personal banking. Cooper will go to the line for the 1-and-1. He has 11 points unofficially here in this second quarter. Well, he has 11 on the scoreboard. He didn't score in the first, so process of elimination. Addition, subtraction, he has 11, now 12.
Nice job by Coop. Mount Vernon now 7 for 9 from the free-throw line already, and this will be their 10th free throw with still 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Second free throw good. It's the Lucas Cooper show here in quarter number 2.
Kind of a coming-out party for him. He's had a little bit of a struggle this year offensively, but great start by Lucas. Mount Vernon really needed it with O'Shea being out tonight.
Sidoris out of the short corner. Ooh, nice move off a bump. Turnaround jumper, hits kind iron. Sidoris will stop the bleeding, and now it's 29-18.
Full court, 1-2-2. Zone trap, turned it over.
And now Connor to the basket off the turnover, no good. Misses another opportunity. Cooper the rebound for Mount Vernon, and Lucas having a strong night. Might just be one of our 3 stars of the game in our Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame. Left wing off, let's see who this is. Zach Williams coming around, throws to the back door.
Nice pass.
Not there, and it'll be out of bounds.
Really good look by Zach to the left block to Jake. I don't think he was quite ready. Maybe a little too much on that. Went through his hands, turnover going the other way.
2:14 left to go in the second quarter. Chris Hugo, Tom Portner alongside 94.1 FM, WMIXsports.com. Late start for the Rams tonight. Throw to the top, Lacey now squeezes it over left. Sidoris 3, no, not this time. Schaefer the rebound and put back. Right place, right time, Cole Schaefer.
Yeah, kind of a tough rebound. Came off the bottom of the rim. Mount Vernon didn't get it. They got an easy put back. Full court trap here again. Mount Vernon has to take care of the basketball. Look middle and then opposite.
An 11-point lead now to 9. Cooper with it up top, dribbling through traffic. Minute 42 left to go in the second quarter. Dribble drive, Amir to the back door for Martin. Nope, it'll be out of bounds.
Yeah, I'd like to see Amir go ahead and finish that. He had him on his left shoulder, had the driving lane to the rim. Normally he'll take that to the goal and score. For some reason he looked to pass it. 5th turnover for Mount Vernon.
9-point lead for the Rams. Wildcats with the basketball, 90 seconds left. Mid-post jumper is on the way. Rebound will go to Henderson off the miss to put back. Cleared the defender, it's up and in. Terrell Henderson has his first field goal tonight, cuts it to 7. 29-22 with a minute 18 to go before the Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime report. Crossover dribble by Zach to the right side. There's Brockhouse to the basket. High off the glass, missed it. Got his own rebound. Second chance not there. Jake puts it back up and in.
Nice job, Jake Martin. Fighting hard on the backboard. Mount Vernon attacked after they broke that pressure, which I'd like to see him do. Jake got the putback.
Max 3-possession lead for the Rams. 31-22, 53 seconds left. Lacey stripped by Williams, but a foul.
Oh, boy.
That was inside the paint. He started in the descent.
On the floor. So, pretty good job by Zach there digging in. Maybe got a little piece of the wrist, but still just Mount Vernon's 3rd team foul. Pretty good by the Rams with no fouls here in the first half, playing pretty good defense.
51.8 seconds to go in the second quarter. 31-22 Ram lead. All of the action is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. 45 seconds to go. Boston Ziegler with it between the circles. Doubles back near side. Able in the corner to get it to Sidoris.
Yeah, look for Sidoris when the clock runs down here to attack off the dribble. I think he's their primary scorer on the floor right now. Need to come double him maybe and get the ball out of his hands as the clock gets down to about 10, 12 seconds.
24 seconds left to go. We're in the second quarter from Cuss Wilson Gymnasium on the campus of Marion High School, part of the Unit 2 school district. 9-point lead for the Rams. To throw a lot of numbers at you at once, it's 31-22. Marion with the basketball and 11 seconds left in front of the timeline. Justin Sidoris. Right hand dribble, here to the defender, cleared him. Free throw line jumper, good. He's in double figures, and time will expire on the first half before the Rams can get it in. Halftime score at Williamson County, the Mount Vernon Rams 31, the Marion Wildcats 24. We'll come back with the Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show. This is Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
Local has always mattered to us here at Community First Bank, and it's been our belief if we take care of the communities we serve, they will in turn take care of us. For 10 years, this philosophy hasn't failed us, so we plan to stick with it. That's why we're making 2018 the Year of You to celebrate how much local matters. We'll be spotlighting local businesses and customers to thank them for choosing us to be their community bank. There will be some fun events and giveaways along the way as well, so get ready for another exciting year. Community First Bank, because local matters. Member FDIC.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy is the local choice for trusted advice and complete pharmacy care. Hi, I'm pharmacist and owner Eric Black. If you're tired of long waits and poor service, don't put up with it any longer. Medicine Shop is a preferred pharmacy in most networks, and switching is easy. Whether you need a 90-day supply, a compounded medication, or high-potency herbals and supplements, we can take care of you. Call myself or one of our many experienced technicians at 242-8776. We'll be glad to help.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next round weather. Breezy, mild tonight. A couple of showers from late evening on, although about 44. Tomorrow it's a couple of morning showers, and then the clouds will break for some sun. Still mild with a high of 56. Tomorrow night clear, a little chillier, low 27. And now on Sunday, lots of sunshine and nice with a high temperature of 50. Monday, sunshine and colder, a high 35. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show starts now.
It's halftime in Marion. The Rams with a 31-24 lead over the Marion Wildcats. I'm Chris Hugo. Tom Portner is alongside. Joe's Pizza and Pasta is the People's Choice favorite Italian restaurant. Gather your friends and head to Joe's before or after the game. Chicago-style pizza and pastas featuring homemade sauces from the Trupiano family's secret recipe. Joe's Pizza just off the square on Jordan Street in Mount Vernon. About 10 minutes before we start the second half here from Marion, where the Rams lead by a touchdown. 31-24, Mount Vernon over Marion here at the half. We'll come back with plenty more Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show. We'll even have some scoring and stats for your pleasure. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Your favorite Italian restaurant. You're on top of your game, and that's Joe's Pizza. Where else can you go to get that great, superb Chicago-style pizza and amazing pastas? Yep, Joe's is the place. Joe's features homemade sauces from the Trupiano family's secret recipe. At Joe's, you can dine in, carry out, have it delivered, or order online at orderjoes.com. Experience pizza the way it was meant to be. Joe's Pizza, 819 Jordan in Mount Vernon.
Hi, Eric Lade for One Stop Flooring America, here to announce the huge warehouse clearance event going on now at One Stop Flooring America. Save on in-stock carpet, area rugs, luxury vinyl tile, hardwood, and ceramic tile. Plus, take advantage of 18-month interest-free financing. Need help with measuring or installation? One Stop Flooring America measures for free and features award-winning installers backed by our lifetime installation guarantee. Our design team can't wait to hear about your next project. It's time to save at One Stop Flooring America, 318 South 10th Street, Mount Vernon, 242-5712.
Legence Bank would like to wish all the local Southern Illinois teams and coaches much success in the 2017-2018 academic year. Legence Bank proudly supports you on and off the field. Legence Bank, member FDIC, building stronger communities in Southern Illinois since 1906. That's Legence Bank.
Hi, my name is Gavin Richardson. I'm a Renlake College student studying Ag Business. I just wanted to say thank you to the donors who made my Renlake College Foundation scholarship possible. Because of their generosity, over 250 scholarships are awarded to students. My scholarship has been a tremendous help.
Would you consider giving the gift of education? Hi, I'm Kay Zibby Dameron, CEO of the Renlake College Foundation. Contact me at 437-5321, extension 1214. Your gift today will make an immediate difference in a student's life.
Back to the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo, Tom Porter alongside for this Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show. Joe's Pizza and Pasta, more than Chicago-style pizzas, more than sandwiches, more than pastas. Don't forget about their desserts. Don't forget the cannoli. Next time you eat at Joe's Pizza and Pasta just off of Jordan Street, or on Jordan Street, just off the square, I should say, at Mount Vernon. 31-24, Rams by 7 here at the half, and tough not to lose yourself and keep your thoughts collected with the atmosphere here in Marion. Things are so much louder than what they used to be with so many people on hand to watch the game. But Tom, I think we have some scoring and stats of this one.
Yeah, they got a lot going on here, that's for sure. For Mount Vernon from 2-point range, 4 for 9, 44%. From 3-point range, the difference in the game, 5 for 5, and if my math serves me right, that's 100%. 8 for 10 from the free throw line. Good job there. 80%. We had 5 turnovers. For Marion, they were 6 for 12 from 2-point range, 50%. And as I said before, 2-point field goal percentage is kind of skewed in this modern game because most 2-point shots are actually layups. But actually today, Sidoris has a few mid-range jumpers, so good first half for him. They were 3 for 11 from 3, though, 27%. They just took 2 free throws and made 1, and they had 4 turnovers in the first half.
Individual scores in this one. First for the Marion Wildcats, Justin Sidoris leads the way with 12. 4 from Jaden Lacey, 3 from Jackson Connor, 3 from Terrell Henderson, 2 from Cole Schaefer tonight. While the Rams have a game-high 13 from Lucas Cooper, all in the second quarter. 8 from Amir Span, 4 from Jake Martin, 3 each from Zach Williams, can't just say first names, and Weston Brockhouse for our halftime score. The Mount Vernon Rams 31, the Marion Wildcats 24. Tom, I think the key to take away here is Amir Span is a guy that kind of got things rolling in the first quarter. Once the Wildcats started to shift their focus to him, and first, he pretty well absent, not by his own doing here in the second quarter, but they need guys to step up when that happens. Zach Williams continues to do a great job of distributing the basketball. Luke Cooper making shots, and that's something the Rams are going to need him to do this next year and a half. He had 13 in the second quarter to show for it.
Yeah, good call there. Like you say, they're kind of taking Amir, what he does best, away from, which is getting to the rim. So you have to have somebody kind of pick up the slack, and our X factor tonight to this first half is certainly Lucas Cooper. I think that's the best half of basketball he's played as a Ram. Much more confident. It looks like he isn't hesitant on his shot. He's going up with it aggressively. Had a couple good mid-range jumpers as well. So good start by Coop. We just need to keep it going here in the second half. Maybe get Weston involved a little bit more, see if he can't make a few buckets around the rim, and maybe soften him up with a 3 or 2.
We will take a break. Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show will continue in a moment. We'll come back, get you set for the second half. Mount Vernon Rams 31, Marion Wildcats 24. This is Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank.
Would you? What about for sitting on a bench, looking out at the ocean? Or for sitting in a comfy chair, watching football on TV? Guess what? That third dream job is real thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings. You can come in, watch football, and earn points with Blazing Rewards just for being there. That's right, you're a professional football fan now. Brag about it to all your friends. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Terms and conditions apply. Must be a Blazing Rewards member. To join and for details, visit blazingrewards.com or download the Blazing Rewards app.
The temperatures outside are down, but the CD rates are up at People's National Bank. They're offering 2 great winter CD specials, a 9-month CD at 1.07% APY and a 13-month CD at 1.43% APY. So find your stocking capping gloves and stop by to open a 9-month CD at 1.07% APY or a 13-month CD at 1.43% APY today. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Annual percentage yield accurate as of January 16th, 2018. $500 to open and obtain APY.
Have you ever wondered how your homeowner's insurance works? Or whether you have enough coverage to protect you in an auto accident? Or what would happen to your family if you get sick or pass away prematurely? I'm your local State Farm agent, Tony Will. And these are the very questions that we help people with every day. If you don't have the answers to these questions, stop by my office in Mount Vernon. Waiting till a catastrophe happens to learn how your insurance works can be very costly. Don't let that be you. Find us on the web at tonywilt.com or call us at 242-1421.
Back to the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
94.1 FM worldwide, streaming video at WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Tom Portner alongside. The Mount Vernon Rams with a 31-24 lead as we head into the third quarter. And Tom, obviously a good first half for the Rams in terms of after giving up a run of their own. They would start with a run, give up a run. Most important thing is they continue to find ways to distance themselves even as Marion got themselves closer.
Yeah, I love the way we played in the first half. I just feel a little dicey about the fact that we only have a 7-point lead, being 5 for 5 from 3 and 8 for 10 from the free throw line. But I always say the first 4 minutes of the third quarter are key in a basketball game. And if we can come out, get this into a double-digit lead, kind of get them to where their momentum is a little bit squelched and get this crowd so they don't get into the game, I like our chances. But it's very, very key to get off to a good start here in the third quarter to spread this lead out.
31-24 ball game right now. We head to the third. Marion with the basketball to start. They'll flip sides. Marion left to right into the far court. Right side. Jaden Lacey to the basket. Nice mid-post runner off of the glass. Cuts it to 5, 31-26.
A good set by them clearing the side out for Lacey. He didn't hesitate. He grabbed it and attacked the rim and scored.
Left side, it'll be a three partially blocked from Brockhouse. Rebound to Martin. He'll outlet to Cooper. The hot hand. No, not that time. Whoops. Rebound to the top. Cooper tried to come up with it. Lacey will slip. Span gets in there. It'll be off of the Rams. Should be Marion basketball.
Yeah, out on Mount Vernon there. Jake Martin's doing yeoman's job on the rebounding here, an offensive rebounding. Good job there. Getting it, kicking out to an open look for Coop. Just wasn't able to knock it down.
7:27 to go in the third quarter. The action is sponsored by Community First Bank. Uh-oh. Jackson Connor from downtown cuts it to a 2-point game.
Yeah,
it's a 5-0 run.
They're off to a good start here, and now we are in a dogfight. Just a 2-point game here in the early going in the third quarter.
Zach Williams in front of the timeline. Between the circles, he'll throw a short corner. This will be Span throwing it away, and it'll be a turnover on the Rams, but getting it right back almost. Brockhouse almost had it. Fletcher's into the front court wide open. Gives a pass to Connor. Crosser dribbles the sophomore to the basket off the glass. We're tied.
That's what he can do well. Mount Vernon's going to get a timeout. 7-0 run by Marion here. Just what I was afraid of. Tie game here in the early going in third quarter.
Timeout sponsored by First Mid-Illinois Bank and Trust in the corner of South 34th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. Exactly what you did not want to happen if you were the Mount Vernon Rams. But before we get into any of that, if you're looking for your first checking account with a convenient debit card, stop by First Mid-Illinois Bank and Trust at the corner of South 34th and Broadway and ask about basic student checking. It's in the checking account designed just for students. Well, 7-0 run. Ram lead at the half with 7. That eliminates that. We're tied at 31.
Yeah, that went quick, and that's like I say, the beginning of the third quarter is very important in a basketball game when you have a lead on the road. Unfortunately, we didn't get off to a good start, but see if we can't put a run together of our own here and get this back to a 7-8 point lead. Full court trap by Marion, and it looks like they tied him up, but they didn't call jump ball.
And now Amir clears it into the front court off the dribble. Takes it. Nope, goes backdoor. Martin, shot blocked. Rebound will go to Marion. 6:36 to go in the third quarter. Tied at 31. Long two on the way, Sidoris. It's off the back of the iron. Should have stepped back from 3. Would have made it.
Yeah, that's the worst shot in basketball. When you take a shot 1 foot inside the 3-point line, he wasn't able to make it there into a 1-3-1, 1-2-1-1 zone trap.
And the Rams throw it away inside. Looking to feed the post for Brockhouse. Henderson a hand in there. Lacey the other way. Throws back door unselfish. Stepped out of bounds before reestablishing.
Yeah, he should have been selfish there. He had a layup, and he gave it up for some reason. Amir's had a couple turnovers here in the early going in the third quarter. We got to start taking care of the basketball here, get tough with it, look to attack the rim.
Rams deep in the backcourt. This Marion pressure causing some issues. Bounce pass across the timeline. Cooper to Brockhouse. 5:58 left to go in the third quarter. Win Lake College sponsors the streaming. Log on to rlc.edu. Read up on their more than 100 degree and certificate programs. Volleyball line 3. No good by Williams. Rebound and putback blocked. But to the line to shoot 2. Amir's bailed out.
Yeah, if they call that on Henderson, that's a bad call, and they are. I thought they might have called it on number 10 for them, Fletcher, on the way up, but they called it on the block. Like you've said many times, hard to block a shot in high school basketball and not get called to the foul. 2 free throws.
First one good by Amir. Puts the Rams back on top, 32-31. 5:47 to go here in the third. Amir trying to get this lead back and expand it to, yes. He now is in double figures with 10. Well, 33-31, 5:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Marion into the front court. That is Sidoris with the basketball. Up to Fletcher. Now Connor, a 3 from up top. No good. Rebound to Lacey. Throws inside. Henderson. Flush. Darrell Henderson with a flush, and it's tied at 33.
Yeah, high percentage shot there. Good pass by Lacey to Henderson going to the rim for the two-hand dunk. They're still in their full court 1-2-1-1.
Brockhouse is into the front court. Now at the circle, it's Amir Span. 5:14 to play in the third, tied at 33. Right of the circle for Williams, looks to the left side for Cooper. Lucas with the basketball. Fakes to the right, dribbles left. Now throws off to the top for Williams. 3 on the way, Brockhouse. No, long. Good punch by Connor on the rebound. Lacey into the front court. Nice scoop layup, it's no good. Short rebound fought for underneath. There's a scrum, and it's cleared out to Connor. He'll dribble inside the free throw line to the basket. And what does all this mean? It's going to be a foul on the Rams when it should have been Ram basketball and a Marion turnover underneath.
Yeah, they got Coop on the reach on Connor taking the rim, but you're right, we should have come up with that loose ball. Marion basketball under the goal. Look for the lob here to Henderson. He's cutting away from the basket.
And I'm glad you clarified, because I was not criticizing officiating, but the Rams should have come out of there with the rock. And now underneath, Marion trying to outlet. Looked like stepped out of bounds. It's Sidoris. Had a great idea, I guess, and considering what happened.
Yeah.
But it's a turnover on Marion.
Kind of got too deep there, obviously. Stepped out of bounds. Looked to drive baseline, kick it to a 3. Turnover for Marion. Good job there looking middle, then opposite.
33 all, third quarter. 4:35 to go. We're in the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth near the top of the hour. This is WMIX FM, Mount Vernon, Marion, all of Southern Illinois. A free service from Withers Broadcasting. Lob to the back door. Amir can't get it. Blocked by the rim. Brockhouse puts it up high off the glass. It's no good. While the fight for the rebound, foul should be on Marion.
Good set play there by Coach Creel. Got a back screen. They screened the bottom guy. They're kind of in a 1-3-1 here, and they got the lob to Amir. I don't think he knew if he wanted to dunk that or lay it in, to be honest with you, and kind of did a little of both and didn't make it, unfortunately. Mount Vernon ball under the goal.
4:20 left to go in the second quarter. Tied at 33 off the inbound. Right wing Span. Looking for the bounce pass outside. Finds Martin. Out of the top for Zach. Williams has a double team. Fights off to Cooper. Far wing. They've keyed in on him. That's a halftime adjustment. A lot of adjustments by Gus Gillespie in the locker room.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Nice pass, though,
wide
by Coop
open.
there.
Wide open. Jake Martin comes up with the points. He has 6 at 35-33 Rams.
Jake's played a solid basketball game tonight, both on the rebounding and scoring. Like to see him do that. Him and Coop both have a good start here to the game here in Marion.
With it is Sidoris. Left arc, now to the right wing for Lacey. Looks inside on the interior. A cut to the far corner now. Connor 3 for the lead. No. Bounces off the back of the iron. Shape for the rebound. Back to Connor to the hoop. Left-hand layup. No.
Wow.
Missed 2 in a row. Unlike Jackson, Connor the other way, the Rams. Got away with the turnover, and now that'll be a foul. 2 shots at the free throw line, I think, for Amir Span. Amir carried, but he might have gotten up in the air before he did.
Yeah.
And now Span to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Need to make the free throws. Tight basketball game, up 2. Need to get the job done on the free throw line.
First free throw good for Amir. If you're a free agent looking for a new big game party, how about Buffalo Wild Wings, a place to be? You'll love a pitcher of select domestic and 20 boneless wings for just $20. Good for any pro football playoff game, especially the big game at your Mount Vernon Buffalo Wild Wings. Both free throws good. Lead is 4. Span makes both, 37-33. 3:20 left to go in the third quarter. Sidoris across the timeline, right-hand dribble. Looks to the right corner, left hand at the circle. 3:13 mark of the third. Don't forget the action tonight, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Even this Lacey 3, that's no good. Rebound inside will go to Jake Martin. That's a big rebound for Jake.
Yeah, he got away with the push-off, and their coach is a little upset about that. Good open look for Coop here.
No good on the medicine shop 3 try. Rebound, Span finally gets it up and in.
Nice job by Amir being active. Kind of tipped that to himself. Got the basketball. I don't know if they teed up Coach there or not. They did. Mr. Hart rung him up.
So Gus gets the technical, and that will be, he's added to the list of people like my partner of people who've gotten technicals in this gymnasium. 39-33, and the Rams will get 2 free throws.
Yeah, I think it might have been on the bench and not on Gus, to be honest with you. But what they're upset about, Zach makes the first free throws on that rebound. Jake used his strength, to put it bluntly. Kind of moved Henderson out of there and got the rebound. They thought there should have been a foul on the rebound.
41-33, Rams will have the basketball. We'll see how big of a turn of event this is.
Yeah, that could be huge because that puts Mount Vernon up 8, plus we get the basketball. Coach is still pretty upset over there. He called a timeout. They only have 1 timeout left in the game. That could come back to haunt them here in the late going.
If you're planning to buy a new home, talk to Dwayne Gulley at First Mid-Illinois Bank and Trust. Dwayne can walk you through the loan process, answer all of your questions, and get you moving quickly. First Mid is an equal housing lender. 41-33, 8-point lead for the Mount Vernon Rams. And coming out of the timeout, they will have possession of the basketball thanks to a technical foul on the Marion bench.
Yeah, that's a, you can't have an assistant coach get a technical foul in a basketball game. This seems to have happened here years ago once, but
I've already made reference.
I'm not going to bring it up. But anyway, they did call a foul on the bench there. Mount Vernon made both free throws, which is good by Zach. Got the ball now, so this is a big possession here. Mount Vernon come away with a 2 or 3 here. You get this into double digits. That's going to really be kind of a shot to the stomach for Marion here when they were just down 2 points just a minute and a half ago.
2:49 left to go in the third. We will see if that's a turning point in this one. It's an 8-0 run by the Mount Vernon Rams. With 2:49 to play here in the third quarter. Inbound comes from half court. In the back court for Zach Williams. Throws off to the right side for Weston Brockhouse. Almost caught him Walker. That would not have been good. 2:40 to go. Coop with it. Right bounce pass to the circle. Now nice crossover dribble to the post. That was Zach into the short corner for Amir. Near the timeline for Lucas Cooper. Now a pass left wing. Short corner for Amir, looking to work the post. Not there. Wide open 3 on the way. It's blocked. It was from Zach. Rebound Henderson. Tip to Fletcher, and now up the right side, Sidoris on a run out. Layup stripped away. Big steal by Zach. Span comes up with it into the front court. His defender flops, and that's going to be a blocking foul.
Yeah, I don't know what he's complaining about. He better keep his mouth shut, or he'll get rung up as well, and he just did. Mr. Hart is on a roll. Just called a technical foul there on David Fletcher. I thought he might. You can't talk to the official as a player, that's for sure, and he did. This crowd's up in arms, but I agree with that technical foul there.
Yes, you can't flop like it's a soccer pitch.
Yeah.
And then expect a charge.
The official.
That's absolutely.
2 big mistakes there. That's their second technical foul in the last 30 seconds. They're kind of coming apart at the seams here. Mount Vernon needs to take advantage of it. Mr. Reliable on the free throw line here, shooting the next one again. Made the first one. Zach makes all 4 for the technical fouls. Mount Vernon basketball up 11.
It's one of those things where officials often have to stand up for themselves. Probably the most abused people, obviously the most abused people in this entire gymnasium.
Right. You can't have a player jaw you. I mean, once you start jawing as a player, you should get rung up right away.
10-point game now for the Rams with the basketball. 43-33. We're in the third quarter, 2:02 left. Brockhouse to the right wing, stolen away by Lacey. Left-hand dribble to the front court, behind the back, to the basket. Yes, no.
Oh, he missed it. Wow. That looked like it was going in, like you said, and it jumped out.
Rolled back off to the front of the iron into the hands of the Rams, and a Marion foul will give it to the orange and black.
Yeah, that's already their 6th-team foul, because 2 of those, well, one of them being a technical foul on a player was a team foul. Next foul, Mount Vernon's going to be shooting free throws from here on out.
Back up 10, and they throw it away. They end up in the hands of Lacey on the baseline to the basket. It'll be a foul on the Rams, 2 at the line for Jaden Lacey. Here's the thing, 10-0 run for the Rams, couple of technical fouls in there They got the technical free throws, couldn't do a darn thing with the possession afterwards.
Yep, that was big. You're right. We could have spread this out to a 12, 14-point game. I look for Marion now to come with a lot of energy here just because of the way they feel like they're being cheated here a little bit, which they're not, but in their own mind they feel like they are. I think they're going to come out with a lot of energy in this full-court trap into a half-court trap. Mount Vernon has to take care of the basketball.
Tony Wilt scoreboard update. Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent at Mount Vernon. Find him online at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Carbondale let Centralia get back within 5 but pulled away for a 9-point win, 51-42. We have 2 teams with 1 loss in the South 7. Lacey makes the 2 free throws, cuts it to 8. 43-35. Rams will race to the front court where we have a foul on Henderson, I believe.
Lacey on the reach. Yeah, that's a terrible foul there, to be honest with you. Zach was able to split the trap. Against the zone trap, you can't let a guy get sidelined like they did with Zach. And Lacey kind of a frustration foul there. Mount Vernon's going to be shooting 1-on-1 from here on out.
Minute 42 to go in the third. Ram lead is 8, make it 9 as Williams knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1. 44-35. We'll have another technical foul. It'll be on Terrell Henderson, it would appear.
Yep. They've literally lost control, so I don't know. I think Coach needs to get his team under control. That's the second technical foul on a player. And I know these people are not understanding that, but it was. He chucked him here, gave him a cheap shot, and they caught him. And they got a technical foul as a result.
Free throw by Zach is good. Where I lost track is, was he done shooting the 1-and-1 free throws?
He got the second one there. I believe he has 2 more now to come.
Made the first technical, I believe.
It's like watching a Kiwanis free throw shoot competition. He still has another shot. I don't know why Marion's walking in there. He just got to get out of there. He's taking another timeout, Coach is, and that's it for them. They still have an entire fourth quarter to go. Zach should have 1 more free throw, and then Mount Vernon will get the basketball.
If you've ever thought about starting a business or expanding an existing business, First Mid-Illinois Bank and Trust was recently recognized as an SBA Community Bank of the Year. Stop by First Mid. Talk to Michelle about making your business dreams come true. First Mid is an equal housing lender. 46-35. The Ram lead has expanded to 11, could be 12. Because Zach Williams should have 1 more free throw at the line before being handed the possession of the basketball. But it's become a circus since about the 2:49 mark. I think we're only about a minute 30.
Right. I don't know what's going on here, to be honest with you. They've kind of, to be honest with you, lost control here a little bit. The players have. And Coach called a timeout, I think, to get them straightened out, try to get their head back into the game. But the problem with that is that's their 5th and final timeout. We still got an entire fourth quarter to play, so Coach is going through all 5 timeouts here, and I know he had to be honest with you, to try to get everybody under control, but Mount Vernon needs to take advantage of this. I think Zach should. And you know what I think they did is they gave him, it shouldn't be the 1-and-1 still. He should have 1 more free throw, and then Mount Vernon should get the basketball. He should have got the 1-and-1, then the 2 free throws for the technical foul, then Mount Vernon ball. And they're kind of discussing it right now. The Zach should get 1 more free throw with nobody in the lane, and then Mount Vernon should get the basketball.
There's 1 more free throw.
1 more free throw. I'm not sure what the confusion is here. I have a feeling they're going to screw this up, to be honest with you, because they're keeping everybody in the lane. He should have 1 more free throw with nobody else on the line. Now they're saying 1-and-1. That's not right. Now they're, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, everybody's got to be off the line. He's got 1 more shot, and then Mount Vernon basketball.
And it becomes confusing because the technical foul happened due to
while
some
he was shooting
running to the mouth in the 1-and-1 process. Now the second 1-and-1 is good.
Right. Now it should be Mount Vernon ball on the side, and they're acting like they're going to. Zach walked away. They're not. This is wrong. He should not be getting another free throw here, but we'll take it. That's 5 free throws he's taking. And,
that's probably okay.
The ball don't lie. He didn't deserve that free throw, but they lost track of what was going on. The officials did. Mount Vernon basketball up 12. It's been a crazy, crazy third quarter.
In less than a minute of basketball clock, we've had 3 technical fouls. Deep pass, short corner. Amir Span, turn around to the basket and one. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, they called the walk. I like that. That was a good drop step. I thought they were going to call a foul on Connor, and then all heck would have broke loose here, to be honest with you. So turnover from Mount Vernon.
Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. Proud to be connected to the community, say sir. Alfred and Dix, Woodlawn 9 at Schaefer. A turnaround off dribble, no good. Rebound fought for underneath. Last touch by the Rams. It'll be Marion basketball. What are they mad about? They got the basketball.
I have no idea. I mean, this place is on the edge.
Could explode with a minute 18 left to go in the third. 47-35. Rams by 12. Right corner. It's Schaefer near the baseline. Down to the right arc. Justin Sidora. Spin move in the paint. Layup is no good, and he's fouled on the way. Sidoris will get 2 at the free throw line.
A good spin move there by Sidoris. I think they got Weston on the reach. He kind of flipped it up there and missed it, but has 2 free throws.
A minute 7 left to go in the third quarter. Sidoris is at the line, shooting the front end of a 2-shot foul. With a minute 7 to go, and if you've just tuned in, 3 technical fouls on Marion in about a minute 30 of play. 1 on the bench, 2 on players, and both free throws nada for the Wildcats.
Mount Vernon really needs to take advantage of this, finish this quarter off strong, take a double-digit lead into the fourth quarter.
58 seconds left to go in the third. Cooper with in front of the scorer's table. Dribble drive, free throw line, through the wickets. As that was intended to go backdoor for Brockhouse, it's tipped out. Last touch by the Rams. That'll be Marion basketball. The passing opportunities just are not, they're there. They're not taking advantage underneath.
Didn't need to really rush that, to be honest with you. Just a minute to go in the quarter. Would have liked to have seen us try to hold the basketball if we could get the last shot.
Sidoris jump stop right side, and none. He'll go to the line for 2.
Kind of like the NBA, unfortunately. They feel like all the calls are going against them, and it almost looks like they're starting to try to even things out here. Not a lot there, to be honest with you, but they did call the foul, and Sidoris has 2 more free throws.
First is no good. Our next, our Good Hands Ram of the Week, always sponsored by Allstate agent Paul Shields. Proud to support the Rams. Call 241-0551 or stop by his office at 2100 Broadway.
Yeah, he missed 3 in a row and finally made one. You don't see him do that very often.
47-36 by 11 is the Ram lead. Zach Williams into the front court in front of the circle. 35 seconds left. Zach still at the wing. Throws to the low post. Here comes a turnaround. Brockhouse ran into the defender. No call. It's 49-36 Mount Vernon.
Yeah, he flopped. So good no call there. Good finish by West.
Ziegler back to the left wing for Sidoris. Under the 22nd mark to go. Third quarter from Cuss Wilson. Ziegler with it up top. 14 seconds left to go. Left-hand dribble drive. Connor to the outside. Sidoris with 9. Head fake, dribbles right, into the paint, layup, cleared the defense, tip back at the buzzer, not by the buzzer, 5 seconds left. Goal Schaefer, and it's 48-39. Rams from half court, Amir won't get it off. We have reached the end of the third quarter here in Marion. The Mount Vernon Rams 49, the home team, the Wildcats 38. We'll take a break, come back with the fourth. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
Local has always mattered to us here at Community First Bank, and it's been our belief if we take care of the communities we serve, they will in turn take care of us. For 10 years, this philosophy hasn't failed us, so we plan to stick with it. That's why we're making 2018 the Year of You to celebrate how much local matters. We'll be spotlighting local businesses and customers to thank them for choosing us to be their community bank. There will be some fun events and giveaways along the way as well, so get ready for another exciting year. Community First Bank, because local matters. Member FDIC.
Hey, Mom and Dad, take the stress out of paying for college by getting your high school grads higher education started with Rinn Lake College. At just a fraction of the cost of a 4-year university, Rinn Lake College can give your son or daughter a high-quality head start before transferring to a university without breaking the bank. Take the worry out of paying for college. Call 618-437-5321 or log on to rlc.edu. Rinn Lake College, your journey starts here.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
Mount Vernon Dix, Woodlawn 9 as we'll find Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. Rams turn it over in the front court to start the fourth. Now we'll have a reach foul on Zach Williams as Jackson Connor was trying to go to the bucket. He'll go to the line now, I believe.
Yeah.
shoot 2.
Yeah, you got to watch out. They're going to come at you. They're going to make a run before this is over with. Mount Vernon just has to maintain their composure here and take care of the basketball. Live ball turnovers like that are tough because it goes the other way. And Zach really made a good foul there because he had a wide open dunk and he missed the free throw to start out here with 2 shots.
7:48 left to go here in the 4th quarter. First free throw, no good. The Wildcats will get another. It's on the way, and this is no good. Tip back is there. That went in off the Rams. They'll say it's no good.
They called it on Marion, I believe, and everybody's going to go crazy here now again.
So the basket will not count, and I think that was off of the Rams anyway.
Yeah, he hit Amir in the head. It's Lacey's 4th, I believe, and it is. And Mount Vernon's shooting free throws, and they're already in the double bonus here in the 4th quarter. 10th team foul on Marion.
A lot of people unhappy.
Yeah, I'd say. We're going to have to make free throws because I can tell you right now we're going to end up shooting over 20 of them here in the second half. We can just shoot a high percentage. We'll ice this thing away.
So Amir makes the first. Rams lead is back to 12, 50-38 over the Wildcats. 7:47 left to go in this final quarter. The second one good. Amir has 16. 51-38, the lead of Baker's dozen for the orange and black. We still say orange and black, but I've not seen an orange uniform in forever. Off of the right wing, 3 no good. Lacey bounces off the backboard support. Belongs to the Rams.
Yeah, that's a bad shot. They're a little frustrated. That was a quick shot by Lacey. That's not his game. Went over the backboard. Mount Vernon ball. They're in their still full court 1-2-1-1 zone trap. Try to keep the ball in the middle if you can.
They reach on Amir. He gets it up the court to Jake. Left side into the defender. That's going to be a foul. 2 at the line for Jake Martin. I have no issues with that.
Nope. Body foul there. This time, Mr. Fletcher didn't have anything to say to the official, or he'd be getting a quick shower. Jake has 2 free throws. Mount Vernon's going to be shooting their 16th and 17th free throws of the second half.
First free throw good.
And I'm not going to say anything about the percentage right now because I don't want to screw things up, but it's pretty good.
Second one in or out. Sometimes that's all it takes.
Gosh darn it, I shouldn't even have said that.
Nope. 7:32 to go in the 4th. 52-38. Rams by 14 over Marion. They got the defensive rebound. Sidoris, deep left wing. They've held him in check from the field. Here in this second half, Connor was driving to the basket, little spin off of the baseline. Threw up a shot to get the foul. And now Jackson Connor will go to the line to shoot 2.
You know, thankfully, that's not where he's planted himself this entire basketball game because we can't match up with him in the post. He's too athletic, but for some reason he hangs out at the 3-point line and chucks threes. Got the foul there and was able to make the free throw. I don't mean to be critical of the young man, but he's got a ton of ability and he's a terribly hard matchup in the post. He doesn't seem to want to get down in there.
Made 1 of 2. The rebound is tipped out of bounds. 7:19 to go in the 4th quarter. 52-39. Lead is 13 for the Mount Vernon Rams. Marion will get another chance beneath their own basket. Right at the bucket, off the baseline. It will be Justin Sidoris to inbound.
I can tell you right now, this is going to be a long 7 minutes and 19 seconds.
Into the left corner, Henderson gets it back to Fletcher. Off the draw, or I should say off the screen, went in the corner, and now going back the opposite way. Throws to the top, Connor wide open for 3, doesn't take it, throws to Sidoris, he'll drive, wide open, good.
Good pass there by Connor. He finally passed up the 3-point shot, hit Sidoris for an easy layup.
6:56 left to go in the 4th quarter here from Marion. 51-42 score. In front of the timeline, it's Zach Williams with the basketball. 6:49 to play. 52-41, Ram lead 11. Off of the arc is Brockhouse to the top now for Williams. Short corner pass for Lucas Cooper. Cooper clears beyond the arc. Now nice a bounce pass underneath. There's Weston Brockhouse. He has 7. The Ram lead is 15, 54-39.
Weston snuck in behind the zone. They're going the other way quickly. Foul on Lucas on the drive on the floor, but I believe that's Mount Vernon's 7th team foul, so they'll be shooting 1-1.
54-41 rather. I went off the on-screen scoreboard, which I was slow to update because I can't see the Marion scoreboards. It's 54-41. 6:29 to go in the 4th quarter here as Justin Sidoris goes to the line to shoot the 1-1. And mix it. 54-42.
On that last possession for Mount Vernon, Lucas Cooper made a beautiful bounce pass to Weston that snuck in behind the zone. Lucas kind of led him to the goal for the easy layup.
6:29 left to go in the fourth. Makes them both. 54-43 right now. The Mount Vernon Rams somewhat in control of this one. Up 11 with 6:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Clear the pressure into the front court. Span back to the timeline on a bounce pass, and now looking left of the circle for Williams. Cooper right of the circle. 6:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Rams will probably try to slow it down, kill some clock here, up 11 points. Community First Bank of the Heartland, where local matters. Mount Vernon Dix, Woodlawn and Ina, welcome back to personal banking. 54-43.
They just switched into man, so I like to see Amir be aggressive here off the dribble.
Cooper aggressive. His runner is no good. Rebound will go to Brockhouse, stolen away. Fights for it. Lacey will come away with the basketball. He's into the front court. Goes one-on-one. Martin with a partial block. Rebound to Marion. Now Fletcher a three off the clear. It's good.
Tough luck there for Mount Vernon. Missed the layup. The ball bounced out to the three, and he was able to knock it down.
It's a backdoor play to Brockhouse. He was pushed, but no call. It'll be a turnover on the Rams.
Wow, he did get pushed, and that's why he went out of bounds. Coach Creel not happy at all. Crowd's yelling to give him a technical just because he happened to raise a little bit of a question to that, but no tee necessary there.
And now a runner from the right side. They'll get the foul instead, and Sidoris will go back to the line for the 1-and-1, and this one could take forever.
Yeah, we got to do a better job clamping on that, not letting them split that off the dribble. A little bit of a lazy foul there, and unfortunately that's Zach's fourth foul. That's a guy we cannot lose.
Free throw line, no. 1-and-1 while the foul. Looks like it's on Marion.
Yeah, I think it's on Lacey. If it's on Lacey, he's done.
That's Terrell Henderson on the foul.
That's too bad. I thought it was on Lacey, to be honest with you, and that would have been his fifth, but that's his fifth, so I'd trade Lacey, though, for Henderson at this point, quite frankly, but Henderson does foul out. Jake Martin will have 2 free throws here.
So Jake is at the free throw line. Rams up 8, trying to make it 10. Got to make the free throw, though.
Yep, got to make them now. The last 5 minutes, we're going to have 2 free throws from here on out. It's going to be imperative we knock these down to close this win out.
Streaming is presented by Rin Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu. See how you can save thousands on that collegiate education. Lead is 9. 1 of 2 that trip to the line for Jake Martin. Marion with the basketball down 9. 5:14 to play in the fourth. Left side, Sidoris out of the corner. 3-shot, no good. Rebound to Jackson Connor. Spin off the rebound. Shot up good. He's in double figures. 7-point ball game. 55-48 with 5 to play. Into the front court span. Off to the right wing for Brockhouse.
Mount Vernon needs to stay aggressive here. Too much time to run a lot of clock. Got to get what we can going to the rim. Still stay aggressive on the offensive end.
If you know the starting lineups from way before, it's the same 5 guys on the floor as it has been the entire game. It'll be Williams throwing to the outside for Span. Right wing. It's Zach Williams, Amir Span, Jake Martin, Lucas Cooper, and Weston Brockhouse. Amir drives to the bucket. He's fouled. That foul, I believe, could go on 1 of 2.
It's on Sidoris would be my guess.
That's on Sidoris, I believe, for him. That'll be...
No, they called it on Lacey. That's his 5th if it's on Lacey. I don't know if anybody knows that right now. They're getting there. Now there's oh, heck, this break.
I thought it was either Fletcher or Sidoris.
It's on Lacey. They called it on Lacey, but I thought it was on Sidoris. That free throw should not count, even though he made it. That's not a correct call. That was actually on Sidoris or Fletcher, like you said.
Wow.
I think Gus is, I don't know what's going to happen here now.
Sidoris is trying to plead the case that he
He's trying to say that was me, and it was.
Without a doubt.
Lacey wasn't even in the ballpark, to be totally honest with you.
The only other guy that you could call that on, in my opinion, would have been Fletcher.
Right.
That would have been his 5th, but it should be.
Well,
Gus can't really say much because I think
he's
that
in a
first
bad
technical
spot
was
right
attributed
now,
to
but
him.
that was an incorrect call. That free throw should not count because he was supposed to be off the floor when he took the free throw. And they were buzzing the horn while he was shooting, so I'm not sure if they gave it to him or not. They didn't put it up on the scoreboard yet. We'll see if he says 2 shots or 1 and 1. Mr. Hart doesn't know either if that should count or not. He's going to ask Mr. Salee whether or not that free throw counted.
Shouldn't have, to my knowledge.
All right, they're saying, I don't know if they know what's going on. Coach Creel's saying the free throw went in. It shouldn't count. The buzzer was made and while he was shooting the free throw, and there was a man on the floor with 5 fouls. They just didn't get the information from the scorer to the officials in time.
Dead air, never a good thing in radio, but there's times where you don't know what to say, and this is one of those times. 55-48, Rams by 7. Free throw.
They didn't get the free throw up on the scoreboard, though, did they?
So are they counting it or not?
They counted it. We should be up 9, correct?
I only saw, I don't know. This is horrible. Coming out the right, Marion's.
There, they put it up late. We are up 9. They counted that first free throw. They shouldn't have. They did. Oh, he's gone. That's a technical foul on Gus, and he's going to be escorted out of the gym, I'm afraid.
Assuming that first one was on him.
Correct.
But if it's on the bench, it's attributed to you. They play Mater Dei tomorrow at the Pinckneyville Shootout.
Right.
If it's on him and he's done, he misses that.
Nah, he's done.
And there is, of course, an embrace between Gus and Doug. Sportsmanship, as we would not expect anything less. But unfortunately, Gus Gillespie is done for the night. Whether I agree with it or not, he is. And I certainly disagree with it. His fans are going to get standing ovation, as they should give him. Marion fans reacting in the best possible way here. First free throw for Zach is good.
My numbers are right. This is going to be Zach's 8th out of 8 on technical free throws. I have never seen anything like this.
Yeah, he's only been legitimately fouled one time. He's 2 of 2 in the second half, and we're going to have.
Wow, we still got 4 minutes to go in this game. I venture to say I have no idea what's going to happen from here on out.
59-48, Rams with the basketball midway through the fourth quarter. Streaming presented by Rin Lake College. The entire broadcast sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Cooper with the basketball, top of the key, throws to the outside. That was Martin. Rams going to try to calm things down a little bit here, but keep the momentum. Crossover dribble by Amir Span up top, wide open Brockhouse. They can't get it there. Now Amir gets it. Ridden like a government mule, and now he finds a way to give it to Brockhouse.
Now I would run clock, especially when you got an 11-point lead. And Marion's really scrambling now. They're going to have to foul before long. Sidoris is all over Zach. That's a foul, and they finally called it. He looks at a miffed. I think everybody's kind of got caught up now in the officiating, to be totally honest with you. That was a good call. Sidoris was hammering him 3 or 4 times. They finally called it, but man, this has been a wild ride.
It's been something.
I think Zach's in 20 points on the free throw line as the game here. He hasn't missed one yet.
He hasn't missed from short, does he?
No.
On the greens or
he's good.
at the line. He makes both, and it's 61-48. Marion a lob to the short corner. It's Jackson Conner to the basket, shot blocked. And this is where I get frustrated. Why is it in this game of games, if it's a blocked shot, it draws a foul? When it's not a blocked shot, it doesn't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know. I don't get it, to be honest with you. You can't block a shot and not get it called for a foul in high school basketball. It's as simple as that. And they missed another free throw. They've struggled from the free throw line here in the second half, 6 for 13. Connor has one more.
61-49. 3:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Rams with the basketball. 1 of 2 that trip to the line for Jackson Connor. Now coming the other way. Rams will lose it in the paint. That was Amir Span. Jackson Connor on the steal. Length to the floor. Nope. Kicks it back door, but gets a tip back. Not there. Cole Schaefer to clean up the mess. He has 6, and it's 61-51. Marion back within 10. 3 minutes left to go.
Yeah, still a lot of time. Mount Vernon has to take care of the basketball. Be solid. There's another foul in Sidoris. And of course, they don't like it, but it is. He's bodying them the whole way, and Zach's being smart, keeping the ball in his hands and drawing the foul and going to the free throw line. He's a very savvy basketball player. I can't think of anybody else I'd rather have on the line right now, up 10 with 3 minutes to go.
Rams have been the benefactor of 4 technical fouls. First free throw here by Zach is good. Here is the problem with those 4 technical fouls. They've not done anything with the possession. They've made the free throws, but they're not scored off the possession.
No, you're right. We'll take the free throws, though. Obviously, 8 free points, but we haven't scored off the possession coming out of those technical fouls.
63-51, Rams by 12. Zach Williams picks a pocket, trying to go the other way. Almost got the foul on Schaefer. Now throws it to Martin. Bounce pass to Brockhouse. At the baseline, he's fouled.
My goodness.
He goes to the line to shoot 2. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina, proud to be connected to the communities they serve. Featuring numerous new ag products, including fixed-rate financing over the long term. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. 2:44 to go in the fourth. Rams by 12, 63-51.
My score sheet is an absolute mess. I'm literally running out of room to put the free throw attempts down here. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 free throws here in the second half for Mount Vernon. In my unofficial account, we've made 22.
64-51. Rams by 13 with 2:36 to go here in the fourth. I read the clock backwards. Whatever.
Yeah, this has been one of those games. Another foul. Zach, you guessed it, has 2 more free throws.
Well, the Rams will head to Heron tomorrow night with Doug Creel on the sidelines. The Marion Wildcats head to Pinckneyville for the Panther Basketball Showcase to battle, I believe, Mater Dei with no Gus Gillespie. 4 technical fouls. He leaves the game. 65-51 now as the first free throw by Williams is good. Second one, too. It's 66-51. Oh, my.
Yeah, this has been one to put away in the memory bank if you're Marion. And I don't know what you think of it for Mount Vernon, but we'll take it.
Left wing from Schaefer. Connor drives to the basket off the dribble. That's going to be a push foul on the Rams. Hand check, maybe. Jackson Connor will go to the line to shoot 2. 2:19 left to go.
Now in the double bonus as well. We're pushing 30 fouls here in the second half combined, I guarantee it, counting technical fouls.
Free throw short by Connor. Marion is unable to make hay. Rumpelstiltskin, I can't say that. I won't do that again. But unable to make hay at the free throw line. 67-51.
You're right. They are 7 for 16 from the free throw line here in the second half.
Missed them both there. Rebound tip by Martin for the Rams. To Zach Williams. 2:12 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 67-51, orange and black. Coming from the left side, skip pass to Martin. Rams will probably work around the perimeter here. 2:04 to go here in the fourth. 67-51. Now Martin off of the arc in front of the Ram bench on the sideline. Near the timeline for Zach Williams. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show coming up at the end of this one. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Worldwide at schmidtcadillac.com.
I think Marion's out of gas, to be honest with you. They've kind of expended a lot of energy here.
We are all out of gas and ready to go home.
Physically, yes. It's been a long night, starting with the overtime game and the JV game, and multiple stoppages of play here in the second half due to team fouls.
Fresh 5 coming in for the Rams, and unless I'm mistaken, this is the first substitution of the night.
You're exactly right. And I can't remember a time that we've done that. But with the, Shea being out tonight, we had to ride what we had out there, and everybody was playing well. And the key was we didn't have anybody in foul trouble as compared to obviously what Marion has had. I think that's their 3rd guy now to foul out of the game. So good job by Mount Vernon starting 5. They had to come in and put in a lot of work and got the job done here on the road. Go home, get off your feet, get ready for tomorrow night.
Both free throws good by Span. I thought he already
Yeah, I don't think he took one yet, but
oh, my bad.
We'll count this one as well.
I was just behind on the off-screen scoreboard.
We've only missed 3 free throws in the second half out of 29. 26 for 29 in the second half, free throw-wise.
Span will take a seat. 69-51 Mount Vernon. For the Rams, Jackson Creel, Dacare Pelton, Blake Dees, Tion Jennings, Simon Wilson. Boston Ziegler to the basket. Push off, no good. The shot went in, but it won't count. It'll be a foul. The line to shoot to will go Boston Ziegler.
Yeah, let's do our darndest not the foul here now, the last minute 33. Let's keep this clock running and get out of here. I think the officials are probably thinking the same thing. They want to get out of Marion as quickly as possible.
That's a good idea for everybody at this point. Let's all get out of here quick. Ziegler's second free throw good. Made both, pardon me. Scoreboard slow to update. I'm notorious for not paying attention. 69-53. 1:28 left to go in the ball game. Rams will improve to 10-8. They will now be 2-3 in the South 7. We'll have a turnover on the right side. They went to Jennings on the right sideline, lost out of bounds. Minute 23 to go. Community First Bank of the Heartland, Mountford and Dix, Woodlawn and Ina. Attention all you farmers. Check out their many ag lending products, especially fixed rate financing. Mountford and Dix, Woodlawn and Ina. Right side for the Marion JV crew. Tucker with it off of the right wing. Now to Jackson for 3. It's long. Rebound will go to Pelton. 1:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. 69-53 Rams. Tion Jennings into the front court. We'll have your Schmidt-Chevrolet Cadillac postgame coming up. Creel 3 left corner. Good. Jackson gets in on the scoring. 72-53. Final score probably not indicative of how this one went.
Believe it or not, that's the first 3 we've made in the second half after going 5 for 5 in the first half. But we've made a ton of free throws.
Medicine Shop three-pointer. Another $5 back from the Medicine Shop to Rams Athletics. Marion countered with a Ziegler jumper. It was no good. 33 seconds to go on the Ram rebound. Pelton into the front court. Wowie.
Yeah, keep the clock running. Marion looks like they're going to stay back now and let this finish out. Thank goodness.
17 seconds left. Rams up 19, 72-53. Don't forget about your big game party needs at Buffalo Wild Wings of Mount Vernon. We're in the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth where the Rams are going to improve to 10-8. They'll be 2-3 in the South 7. Your final score tonight from Cuss Wilson Gymnasium. Marion falls tonight. The Rams win it 72-53. We'll come back. We'll talk about it in the Schmidt-Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
Community First Bank. Last year you helped us celebrate 10 awesome years of Community First Bank with our Love campaign. This year we'd like to celebrate who made our first 10 years possible, you. We're excited to launch Local Matters, our way of spotlighting, thanking, and celebrating our friends and customers in the community who've made us the #1 community bank in town. Remember to follow us on Facebook to keep up with all the exciting things we've got planned. Community First Bank, member FDIC.
When it comes to orthopedics, you want personal care that gets you back in action. And now you have a center of excellence close to home. Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois offers convenient access to leading-edge orthopedics, providing the latest in surgical and non-invasive care, as well as the most advanced imaging services for orthopedic conditions of all kinds. We also specialize in providing total joint replacement, spine surgery, sports medicine, and offer an on-site physical rehabilitation center. Get back in action with Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Visit online at orthocenter-si.com or call 242-3778.
If you're not bundling your insurance with Allstate, you might have fear of missing out, or FOMO.
You're too old to say FOMO.
But people who don't bundle their auto and home with Allstate...
No, FOMO's about fun stuff, not insurance.
But what if people use the money they save to pay for that fun stuff?
Okay, fine.
Get a bundled quote from your local Allstate agent, Paul Shields, in Mount Vernon. Call him at 241-0551.
Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers. We'll look at your next rad weather. Breezy, mild tonight. A couple of showers from late evening on, although about 44. Tomorrow it's a couple of morning showers, and then the clouds will break for some sun. Still mild with a high of 56. Tomorrow night clear, a little chillier, low 27. And then on Sunday, lots of sunshine and nice with a high temperature of 50. Monday, sunshine and colder, a high 35. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
This is Mount Vernon Rams basketball from WMIX Sports. The Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show starts now.
Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show live from the Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth. Mount Vernon Rams 72, Marion Wildcats 53 your final score. Marion drops to 14-7. They're 2-4 in the conference. Rams improved to 10-8. They're now 2-3. Tom Portner alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. Jeff Crow is with us. Seth Gass pushes the buttons back at the Mount Vernon studio. Big win for the Rams.
Yeah, I'd say that was just one weird night, to be honest with you. But having said that, Mount Vernon came out and played a good basketball game. Like I said, you have to get off to a good start on the road, especially with the atmosphere like it was here tonight. It was pretty electric, and it stayed that way as the game went on, and Mount Vernon was able to hang in there. And Mount Vernon did a great job from the free throw line to ice this thing away, shooting an extremely high percentage from the free throw line for the game.
That they did. We'll have scoring and stats and much more coming your way on this Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show. Rams win by 19 and on a crazy, crazy night here in Marion. We'll talk more about it. We'll get you some scoring and stats. We have 3 stars of the game still to come. This is Rams basketball from WMIX Sports.
Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon.
So we're moving out our 17 Cadillacs right now. We're really being aggressive on prices. A 17 Cadillac CT6 that is such an awesome vehicle. All-wheel drive, luxury edition. That'll have your navigation and all the good features on it. You can save $8,000 on a 17 Cadillac CT6.
Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
We've reached it. The point where the only way to make Tuesdays any better is by having more boneless wings. That's why here at Buffalo Wild Wings, we've invented Boneless Tuesdays. It's a celebration where if you order boneless wings at full price, you'll get another of the same size for free. This works for dine-in or takeout. Every little bit counts. And on Tuesdays, every boneless wing counts as 2. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Prices and participation vary. Valid only on Tuesdays while supplies last. Tax and gratuity extra. Additional restrictions apply. See participating location for details.
Legence Bank would like to wish all the local Southern Illinois teams and coaches much success in the 2017-2018 academic year. Legence Bank proudly supports you on and off the field. Legence Bank, member FDIC, building stronger communities in Southern Illinois since 1906. That's Legence Bank.
Your home for the Mount Vernon Rams is WMIX Sports, powered by Community First Bank.
Rams 1-0 on the weekend. They have another game tomorrow night against the Heron Tigers, also here in Williamson County. It was more like Bloody Williamson tonight. Rams with a 72-53 win over the Marion Wildcats. Chris Hugo, by the way. Tom Portner's alongside for the ride on this Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame. 4 technicals overall. A lot of free throws. Rams made the bulk of them, as we'll find out in our scoring and stats.
Yeah, I mean, don't check this at home because there is no way.
I will point this out. Until you said something with Jake Martin at the line, I think the Rams were 100% from the start.
They were. I shouldn't have opened my mouth there. But there is no way these numbers add up to the final score because I was slightly distracted, to say the least, watching this basketball game. For the Marion Wildcats, they were 13 for 25 from two-point range, 52%, 4 for 18 from 3. That was pretty dismal for them, 22%. Even more dismal, they were 9 for 20 from the free throw line, 45%. They had 14 turnovers. For the Rams, they were 8 for 17 from two-point range, 47%, 6 for 11 from 3, but they were 5 for 5 in the first half. 55%. This is the whopper. They were 34 for 39 on the free throw line for the game. 87%. 26 for 29 in the second half, which made for the difference in the basketball game, to say the least, and they had 13 turnovers.
Individual scoring. Justin Sidoris, the Ram killer, led the way with 17, and I say that because it seems like his biggest nights are against Mount Vernon. Jackson Connor had 10, 8 from Jaden Lacey. 6 from Cole Schaefer, 5 from Terrell Henderson, 3 from David Fletcher, 2 from Boston Ziegler off the bench. Rams, meanwhile, had 3 in double figures, led by Amir Span with 20. 19 from Zach Williams. 16 of those were from the free throw line. He went 16 of 16 from the stripe, by the way. 13 from Lucas Cooper, all were in the second quarter. 9 from Weston Brockhouse. That gives us our final score. The Mount Vernon Rams 72, the Marion Wildcats 53. One more break on your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up. We'll tell you who's on the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow. We'll do all of that coming up. 94.1 FM, still video at WMIXsports.com. This is Rams basketball powered by Community First Bank.
Degree and certificate programs. Bryn Lake College can put you on the fast track to a new career or continue your education. Registration for spring classes is going on now. Our trained academic counselors will make sure you're on the right path, whether you plan to transfer to a four-year university or head straight into the workforce. Register now for classes starting January 8th. Call us at 618-437-5321. Bryn Lake College, your journey starts here.
If you needed major surgery, you probably wouldn't choose a doctor who's never been to medical school. So when your car needs major repairs after a collision, why would you take it to a body shop that's never been trained? Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers. I am proud to announce that we have once again raised the bar on quality collision repair. Within the past year, our team has went through extensive training programs that have resulted in what is considered a significant achievement in the collision repair industry. Landers Towing and Collision in Salem and Mount Vernon is among only 10% of collision repair businesses to meet the industry's highest training standards as an iCar Gold Class shop. We know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. With the safety of your vehicle and your family at stake, choose trained repair professionals. Choose Landers Towing and Collision Centers. As an iCar Gold Class repair facility, we hope to not only return your vehicle back to its original condition, but to exceed every concern or expectation you may have towards collision repair. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Give us a call at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
When you bank with Banterra, you'll benefit from a bank that offers convenience and exceptional service. I'm Jeff Spieth, Market Executive for Banterra, and we want to be your financial partner. We offer personal service combined with superior products such as digital banking, smart checking options, and competitive lending rates. Banterra is the region's largest locally owned community bank with 25 Southern Illinois branches to serve you. Banterra Bank, proud supporter of high school sports. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back to Mount Vernon Rams basketball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
94.1 FM, WMIXsports.com. One final time here from Cuss Wilson Gymnasium in your Buffalo Wild Wings broadcast booth. Rams Athletics on your radio, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Tom Portner alongside. I'm Chris Hugo. I guess we do 3 stars of the game. Can't forget about that.
Yeah, I'm going to preface this first by saying I'm not going to have Zach Williams in the top 3, but it goes without saying he's in the top 3 every game, to be totally honest with you. So he deserves to be in the top 3, but I can only pick 3. So I'm going to go a little different route here. Number 3 star I'm going to give to Jake Martin. He came in, gave yeoman's work on the rebounding and on the boards. I think he put about 6 points in the bucket as well, but he was just awesome on the rebounding and defensively around the rim. So good job by Jake. The number 2 star I'm going to give to Amir Span, 16, as you said, for 16 from the free throw line, I believe, 19 points or something along that line. Very good game by Amir. I thought he got engaged in the second half, did a good job. And the number 1 star I'm going to give to Lucas Cooper. I thought tonight was the best game of his career as a Mount Vernon Ram overall. Maybe not as many points as he scored as a Ram, but he was solid from start to finish, and he was the reason we had a lead at half. So Lucas did a really, really good job tonight. Proud of him. I think he's happy to have a good game under his belt. Let's see if this can't carry over for the rest of the year for the Rams with the big game tomorrow night at Heron.
72-53 the final score. The Rams back at it tomorrow night. I assume an atmosphere that'll be less crazy.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet.
We hope. 6:15 JV. We're on the air after that. You can watch us live at WMIXsports.com or listen to us right here. Saturday Sports Show comes your way tomorrow after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940, 96.5 FM, and worldwide at WMIXsports.com. Doug Creel, Jeff Lonnen, Woodlawn Lady Cardinals head coach Matt Patterson set to join us tomorrow. We'll run down the postseason pairings in 1A and 2A girls basketball. We'll talk about the future of the South 7, the muddied mess that it could be, and hopefully isn't. It's all to come tomorrow. We'll have it for you 1 hour. Don't miss it. Until then, for Tom Portner, for Seth Gass, for Jeff Crow, for all of us at WMIX Sports, I'm Chris Hugo. Final score in Marion. The Mount Vernon Rams 72, the Marion Wildcats 53. Good night from Williamson County.